Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. We here.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. What it do, what it don't, what it is, and what it ain't. It's your boy, Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka Bite Back Like Redfall. When I see the competition, I dead all. No, I'm just. But of course, I'm here with Subegels, aka Subeg, aka the Green Thumb, aka the Gaming Gardener, aka the Avatar, aka what you got for me today?
AKA Fire Nation's own, bro.
Yes, sir. And of course, this is Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast, episode 55.
50, no,
57.
58
It's
or
like 58.
59.
It's
58? Yeah.
It's like 58, bro.
Here, I'll look it up for us. Give me one
It's 58.
second. Okay, for sure.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How you been? What you been up to, bro?
Ooh, man, I'm good. Oh, as always, I'm always good. I always do the little things that puts me in a position to be successful. So, in a sense, I'm always good. What about you?
Man, I just came off a great weekend, so
Sir.
that's good. Got to go back home to Houston, first time since moving up
Nice.
here.
Did you see the homies?
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't get a chance to because I was barely there, but Spitta picked me up from the airport. We chopped it up for a bit.
That's
But-
good.
Other than that, though, I went to a wedding, which was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm usually not the wedding type, but that one was actually pretty fun. We had a lot of fun there, and just being back in Houston was nostalgic. This is my first time being away from home for so long, so it was like, damn, coming back, it hit different. But
Good, man.
had to have my Shipleys, had to have my Whataburger, got some Mike's seafood. Ah man, y'all don't know about none of that. But
Did you get that Texas BBQ, bro?
oh nah, we had that last. Well, my girl had brought some barbecue. We was still.
Oh yeah, you had barbecue
yeah.
and where you're
And we
at.
had Portland barbecue was hitting too. So,
That's what's
but
up.
we got so I had to get that fried catfish because they don't do that up here. I don't even think they have catfish up here. But yeah, man, I had a good ass time. Got to catch up with my mom, see my dad, my sisters that came over. It was cool. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed my weekend. So I didn't get to do a lot of gaming because of that. I gotta say, bro, fuck airports. Like I cannot stand airports, bro. I hate public transit in general, but airports is just the most inconsistent bullshit that I've ever experienced.
Oh,
So we had a crazy ass time getting back to Portland because Bush Airport in Houston was I don't know what happened, but because of the government shutdown, they were just short staffed on TSA agents or whatever. So because of this, it was a 3-hour plus delay to get through TSA. Like the lines were crazy. So we heard this like right before our flight. Our flight was at 6 a.m. and we're like an hour and a half away from the airport to begin with. And it takes like an hour and you got to be like an hour 30 minutes early usually. But now we're like, oh shit, we gotta be like 4 hours early, and it was like we finished packing at like 10 p.m. and we're like, bro, we can't sleep. We gotta go to the airport right now to even make it on our flight because of this TSA situation. So we drive up there super early or super late, whatever you want to call it. And we get there like 11:30, something like that. Bro, I was so mad because nobody was there. Like the Frontier motherfuckers was not there. They were off. And we ended up just waiting there. We basically got there like while there was no line because basically everything was closed at this point. Like Frontier was closed until 3 a.m. That's when they basically opened everything, like all the workers come back. So we left early for no reason, but we were like, well, at least we're gonna be first in line and we don't gotta worry about waiting in a line to get through TSA, right? Bro, these motherfuckers fucked us over so bad. So the TSA agents, like all the gates are locked right now, and we've been waiting in line since 11:30, just sitting on the floor in line instead of sitting in a comfortable chair to like. Couldn't even sleep really, bro. Couldn't even try to sleep because it was just uncomfortable as fuck. But it was like, ooh, we gonna skip the line. It's all good, bro. We was like 5th in line. All right, TSA pulls up, but we have a check. We have to check in a bag, and the Frontier people did not show up at 3 a.m. So we couldn't go through TSA until we checked in that bag. So basically, we waited in line on the hard ass floor just for everybody to skip us in line because we had to wait to check our bag. And we literally did all of that for nothing because by the time Frontier showed up and checked in our bag, the line was already outside of the fucking hallway. Like, we still had to wait in this long ass line either way. So not only did I not sleep, and we slept, like, sat on this hard ass floor for like 4 hours, but we still had to wait in line. So we literally accomplished nothing by doing any of this shit. I was so pissed off, bro. I was pissed for the whole flight. I didn't even know why. I was like, yeah, bro, y'all got me fucked up. But other than that, though, it was all right. Fuck the airport food. Shit was expensive. Shit was... Although we had some Denver barbecue that was actually pretty good. I was surprised. But yeah, fuck these airports, bro. Fuck Frontier, actually. Frontier, to be specific. Cheap ass bastards. But yeah, that's my little story for today.
Yeah. But
other than that, let's go ahead and get into some gaming. What you been playing? What you been up to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, outside of the games, I'm still listening to music for sure. A lot of music, especially when I'm doing deliveries. It's been fun because I usually listen to like podcasts and stuff, but lately it's like, I feel like I've already said this, but like a lot of them are just regurgitating the same shit that we already talk about, you know? So it's like, it's kind of just like redundant at this point if I listen to that shit. But like, but lately I've just been listening to so much music, been finding a lot of new artists. I found this like one, like he's like a singer. I guess he's trying to be kind of like a Frank Ocean type, I guess you could say, but his name is like Orange Goodman or something like that. But he has a really good voice. I'll say that he has a really good voice. And then the other one, Osaba actually just dropped a new album too, which is like more of like an EP, which was nice actually. It was a aptly named Coffee. It kind of felt like a cup of coffee, to be honest. It kind of came and went really really quick too. But But as for what I've been playing, I know I was talking about Keeper. I finished Keeper, 100%ed it. Got all the achievements. As Don would say, I played it for the achievements, you know.
You ain't gotta tell me. All right.
That's hella funny. But so the game's not that long, but I did take my time with it. Was exploring as much as I could, even though it's very linear. Still exploring. It kind of opens up a little bit as things go. I don't know if I should spoil it on here. I don't even know if people will play it. That's the thing.
Nobody playing
But
that shit.
you're not. That sucks, man. It feels very Ghibli inspired, honestly.
It looks Ghibli inspired. I can see that.
Very Ghibli inspired.
Oh, fucking hell. Actually, I got another thing. All right. Before you finish, since you're talking about music already, bro.
Yeah.
So I got to meet my niece for the first time.
Okay. How old is she?
I don't know, man. She's probably like 1, maybe.
Oh, okay. So she's a little baby.
Like, my brother had her right before I left, so definitely 1.
For sure.
So got to meet her for the first time. We were hanging out at my mom's house, and they put on this motherfucking Gracie's Corner, bro. Have you heard of Gracie's Corner?
Never heard of it,
bro.
Gracie's Corner.
Gracie's Corner is
that like a food spot?
No. It's a cartoon. Like, basically, it's this cartoon little girl, and they be having these. They just like she just be singing songs to like teach the kids the numbers and alphabet and all types of, and then they be remixing like old school kid songs like Wheels on the Bus and shit,
now.
bro. But that shit, bro, that shit is the devil, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, because the way that shit was the catchiest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, when I left, I was at the airport. Just singing that shit in my head, and I was like, bro,
oh no.
And I was there for like an hour, bro, and I'm over here like, the windows go swish swish swish, the windows go swish swish swish. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is it? Like, bro, that shit's the devil. I ain't gonna lie, but bro, whoever produces the music on that that shit is fire. I ain't gonna lie. Gracie's Corner.
I'm actually listening to yo, this is pretty gas.
Hey. All I'm gonna say, fuck Coco Melon.
When I go see my niece and nephew, bro, I'm gonna play this shit for them, bro. I'm not gonna play them Cars, bro.
Fuck Coco Melon. Fuck all that shit. Put some Gracie's Corner on. Yo, kids gonna be vibing. Bro, the way that she was dancing to that shit, like, as soon as Gracie's Corner came on, like, nothing else was in, like, nothing else existed in the world. She was locked in.
Bro, I'm gonna send this shit to my sister, bro.
But yeah, I just saw that shit on my YouTube Music, and I was like, bro, hell nah, I'm not doing that. But yeah, my bad. But yeah, what else you was getting into?
Yeah, so I was playing Keeper. I finished Keeper. It's done. I can move on with it, but it was cool. A lot of ideas thrown at the wall, for sure. It kind of felt very I don't even know how to describe. Like, it's like unbalanced in the way that it's paced. Like you spend like half of the game as like one thing, and then and all of a sudden you're platforming, and then now you're a different form of traversal, but then that moves on to a completely different one super quick, and then that moves on into a different one, and then it ends. Like, I feel like it feels like 25% of the game I was like, wobbling around as a lighthouse, and then 25% of the game I was a boat, and then the other 25% of the game I was something rolling hella fast, and then it's like then it would have been more evenly spaced. But that's really my main criticism, is that I just feel like the The pacing is just a little off. Like we were joking earlier. Obviously the achievements did keep me going, like, because I was earning a lot of achievements and really quickly. I was like, yes, I'm just gonna keep playing this. But like, if I wasn't tied to that, then maybe I would have bounced off of it really quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not got to experience actually like the great moments that are actually in the game, that are buried hella deep, that like, you know, come and go super quick. But it's like when you're in it, it's like, wow, this is actually fucking amazing. But
so for what it sounds like, it takes two / split fiction energy, but it doesn't. Like you don't get to fully experience and be satisfied with the mechanic once it's introduced.
Yeah, I guess that sounds pretty accurate, actually. For sure.
Because I always felt like whenever I would like find something new, It Takes Two, a new mechanic, they fully realize that mechanic. And then you get everything out of that mechanic before it's like, okay, now we're moving on.
It would be like if in It Takes Two, like you were given like the worst mechanic for 50% of the game, and then they just bum rushed the best shit in the last 50%. Like that's how it felt. I would say that. But overall it was good. I wouldn't say it's great. Like I was comparing it to like a game like Cocoon maybe, or even like a Journey. I think it falls short of those games for sure. But as its own experience, it's really it's delightful. It's fun. It's really Ghibli inspired, and I enjoyed it for what it is. This tells me that whatever Double Fine has cooking up next should come out pretty soon, because this feels ultimately like a tech demo for Unreal Engine 5 for them, for sure, in a sense. But yeah, outside of that,
you think all their games are Unreal?
Yeah, they are. I think Psychonauts was Unreal Engine 4. So, and then I think Broken Age was Unreal Engine 4 as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think all of their games are in Unreal, and I think they have moved on to UE5. I'm excited for Tim's next project, though. I think they're definitely gonna cook. If this is like the type of ideas that they're like shooting for, and like the type of fidelity that they're shooting for, and like the art style that they want to hit, I think they're on the right track. I just hope that they're given the leash for it, you know, to realize their potential.
The only way they'll be on the right track is if I get Massive Chalice 2 or Psychonauts 3, but Massive Chalice
Psychonauts
2.
3 would see. I don't even know if they would consider Psychonauts 2 a success. Like,
I would.
They don't ever talk about it.
It sold more than Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart did at launch.
Did it?
Yes, it did.
They never made a PS5 version of it either, huh?
Yeah, it was
just
exclusively next-gen Xbox. Although, if they would have put it on Switch, they would have sold even more, but...
Oh, dude, you put Psychonauts 2 on Switch, too?
We need that.
That would sell. That would sell a lot. That would probably immediately turn Double Fine into that 30% profit margin.
Exclusive, who would be a good fit? A Nintendo character to add to Psychonauts? Like, just have...
The Inklings, bruh.
I don't know. We need somebody more... Or, like, have a exclusive Luigi's Mansion world or something. Like, that'd be cool. It needs to be something trippy.
You're right.
But I don't know. Either way, I would love to replay Psychonauts 2 on the Switch too.
MEO, the smiling mask or whatever in there. What's it called?
Yeah, you got to get into the mind of a fucking serial killer. That'd be
actually pretty cool, huh? Yes, sir.
All right. But anything else?
The Keeper was cool. I actually haven't been on Dociote or Lawsol or Hades 2 in the past week, so I don't have nothing to add about them, but they're still on mine for sure. Checked out Outer Worlds 2. I have only tried it out on the Xbox so far because that's the place that I'm trusting it the most on, because Avowed also just ran good on the Xbox. So I was I played like an hour and a half, if not like 2 hours of the game. Got to the planet and got to explore a little bit. The first planet, I think it's called Paradise something, which kind of reminded me, is like, wasn't the Avowed's world was also like Paradise or something like that?
Yes,
Like
Paradise.
like they both have like the same names, which is funny. But it's really good actually. I was enjoying it a lot. The gunplay feels really good compared to even how I remember Outer Worlds 1. Like the slow motion stuff is sick. I love when games have that. Like if you give me a slow mo and bullet time stuff, automatic, like dub, like I love that stuff. And if I could get skills that extend that skill, even better. And that's exactly what Outer Worlds 2 has. It's like RPG like to the max, which is great. But I'm not too far into it to give too much of my thoughts. But I thought it was really fun, honestly. The intro is really strong. One of the strongest intros in a game I've played recently.
Yeah, so I'll actually talk about it since we're already on it. So I did play Outer Worlds 2. I just put some footage.
Yes, sir.
And just like you, I've only played like an hour. I didn't even leave the I haven't got to the planet yet. So I'm in that first mission where I'm already forgetting the names, but you're infiltrating that base. But I'm not really remembering what it was, but yeah, like right off the bat, as soon as they put the gun in my hand and I could run around in that mission, I was like, oh yeah, bro. That avowed movement and feel that I loved is in this game, but now you have guns instead of swords and spells and arrows, and it just felt right. Like running up, hitting a slide, and then going into slow-mo and then blasting somebody's face off, like, hey, that shit felt killer. I love the menu. The opening menu is literally dialogue options, and I thought that was cool as fuck. Like they literally turned the start menu into a dialogue option with the Moon Man, and I've never seen any other game do that before, so I thought that was cool. But other than that, can't really say too much. Dialogue seems really strong. The characters so far already seem really interesting, really diverse, and there's a lot of mystery even with the people that are in your crew and the people who you're supposed to be working for. You already have a lot of unanswered questions and intrigue and mystery right off the bat, which I love because I'm already kind of interested in what's going on in the story before it's really even kicked off. But yeah, I thought it was a really strong start as well. I literally played right before I left for Houston, so I need to get back into it and really get it going. Yeah. But liking what I've played so far.
It's good, yeah. Me too. You're playing on PC, right?
Yes.
How's it running?
It's running good. Only time I really notice any hitches is when you're like transitioning scenes and then it's like loading up the next one. It kind of hitches a little bit, but then it smooths out relatively quick. But in terms of in actual gameplay, I haven't noticed any stutters, any UE5 stutter. Just smooth, just like Avowed was for me. I also have ray tracing on in Ultra, so
nice.
I'm hitting like mostly above 80. Sometimes I get into the hundreds when not too much is going on. But yeah, not really experienced any tech issues yet. But then again, I haven't made it onto a full planet or anything, so we'll see when that happens. But yeah, that's all I had to say on Outer Worlds 2.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, man, I'm excited to just play it. I know I joked when it came out. I was all like, Matt Booty had nothing to do with this. It's just funny, like I think it was in the Double Fine documentary where they had like that clip of Matt Booty and he like went into the offices, Mr. Hands in his pocket. He like pulled up a chair, gave him a yap session, then dipped. Like you gave us nothing. Like you gave us nothing with that is what I would have felt if I was like employee in Double Fine. I feel like that's what they were feeling too, honestly. Like you could see it in their face. Like,
yeah.
Like
I forgot what he said, but he said something that would be the opposite of what Double Fine is. And I was like, and everyone was like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, man. Booty?
Don't trust in a booty, bro. No, I'm just kidding. No, not that booty for sure. But what's it called? Yeah, I don't think Matt Booty had nothing to do with Outer World 2's greatness. But it's good though. It's good. I'm excited. And from what I'm hearing, it's one of the best games of the year. So that's great. Another one of those in a massive list of best games. The games are just all good, which is funny. It's such a problem, but I guess it's a good problem for options. But the only other game I played was Arc Raiders. I played maybe like 2 hours of it. The first match that I played, I was actually so confused. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I realized like, oh, I do have an objective and I do have something that I need to do. And it was pretty much just teaching me, what to do in the game and stuff. Just played solo. I think I ended up playing like 3. Played it on stream a little bit too, which was fun. Ran into someone and he was all like, I was like super excited because I was the first person I ran into. I was like, hey, what's up? Because that's proximity chat, of course. Yeah. And I was like, hey, what's up? And he was like, hello. And then I was like, I'm friendly, I promise. And then like I even like looked away and he was like, okay. And then he just started running away and like I just started chasing him, right? And then he was like, is there any reason why you're chasing me? And I was like, let's fight shit together. And he was like, no, I'm okay. And I was like, all right. And I just fucking dipped away. And then but that was my only interaction with another player in that game actually, which was funny. But it seems like it's a game that's driven by those little moments, those little player versus player driven moments. And like the proximity chat is just so cool to have because like it does it exactly like Peak, where it's like if you're like far away from them, like you gotta talk really loud, and it actually feels like they're like if they're behind cover or something, it actually like sounds like it too, which is crazy. But yeah, just played a little bit of that. The reviews are insane. I'm actually gonna check what it's at right now.
I don't trust, dude, because I played Arc Raiders and I don't feel any. I don't feel any of what people are talking about, bro. I just don't get it.
That's hilarious.
I hate games where you're just fighting robots. I do not like fighting robots because it does not feel good. I like fighting drones and fighting crawling robots and shit. That is not what I'm here for. But I don't know. Maybe I just gotta keep playing. But I did not feel any semblance of everything that people are talking about with this game.
Yeah, it's I didn't expect the 90s for sure. I was expecting like mid 80s, but I can tell like I kind of feel it because it's very optimized, and in a sea full of unoptimized UE5 games, including Keeper, because there's no reason why that game should be running the way it is. Like yes, it is very sharp on Xbox. Like I'll give it that. Like it looks very 4K like, but like I still rather have 60 FPS. And then the same thing on PC where it's like, why is there a 60 FPS lock for this game? Like it just makes no sense. But our creators being UE5 ran great for me, which was like I didn't have to do anything. Like I didn't have to do any tinkering really. I just clicked the preset, clicked the DLSS, and I think I had like RTX on medium or something like that, and it was running great even while I was streaming. So that was nice. It was a very nice change of pace because the first day I tried to stream Keeper, it was doing that like hitching. It was like stuttering while I was traversing the world, and it's like this game shouldn't be doing that because it's a very slow paced game. But yeah, I don't have too many thoughts on it other than like I was lost when I was first playing it, but I ended up figuring it out. It's cool. I'm excited to play it more, and it's play anywhere. So shout out to me being able to fucking play it on my couch and then play it on my PC. That's nice.
Shout out on my PC and my Xbox.
That's really it. If I am recalling, I re-downloaded Diablo 4 because my homie is playing it, so I was like, fuck it, I could help him grind through that game. I started as a rogue this time, so, but I didn't realize that the rogue has that like skill where it's like you can throw out like the daggers and it's kind of like a ranged attack, and then like I have the skill where it like throws out 3 at a time, so it's actually I already feel very strong in the early game with that character, but yeah, outside of that, not much, just the sames. I'm happy I finished the game like Keeper.
Yes, sir. So yeah, as for myself, like I talked about earlier, Outer Worlds 2 was a lot of fun. And let me see. But what I was playing on the screen earlier is a game that I have been enjoying a lot. Yeah. And that is Super Ball.
Oh, yeah.
And like I talked about before, this is like a cyberpunk, more Rocket League feeling version of Rematch. Mm-hmm. And they did a really good job. Remember last episode I was talking about how I tried to play one match and then it bugged out on me after the first match, but now it's running well. There's no issues with the matchmaking. So I've been able to play a lot, and yeah, man, I'm really enjoying this game. I've basically been trying out different characters each time just to get a feel, just to like see who I'm gonna be maining, trying to figure out who my main's gonna be. But I can already tell there's so much depth to this because of how every character plays completely different. And it feels very hero shooter in that sense, which is why I've just been trying out all these different characters. You basically get assigned positions at the start of the match, and it's random. So sometimes you'll be the defender, and unlike Rematch where it's like you switch every time you score. It's not like that here. You will be the defender for the rest of the match. Although technically you're never like forced into being the defender. You can switch at any time. So if you're a player who only wants to play defender, you can always just like tell them, hey, like tell your teammates, hey, I'm gonna be a defender. Like just get out the goal. I'll do it. But I've been defender twice, and I've been mostly on the offense though. But defending is way harder than it looks, which I found out very quickly when I thought that I was about to save the ball, and then they just scored on me like it was nothing. And then all the times that I was like, "You fucking dumbass teammate, how'd you miss that?" And I was like, "Oh, now I see how he missed that." But yeah. This game is really fun. The characters are very distinct. Like, I still don't like the art style of some of these characters, mostly like the human ones, but once you start getting some cosmetics for them, they actually have some really good looking cosmetics. Because of Game Pass, I unlocked all of the characters, and they gave me like some stuff to some loot box keys. So I got some cosmetics and I was like going through them and I was like, okay, these are actually pretty dope. Bro, the special abilities for some of these characters are so OP. Like this one character, the one I'm using right now, she has this fucking yin yang fucking blast that she does where she can shoot the ball at hyper speed from anywhere on the map into the goal. And it spins like this. So if you're not like unless you're just a A1 goalie, you're not blocking that shit, bro. Like so that you can score 2 points if you shoot from behind the line. So it has like a little bit of basketball in it too. So you want to kind of shoot from behind the line. And there are characters who just like their attacks are really fast. So those are the ones that are going to be shooting from behind the line. But most characters are just like they all have the same shot speed. But whenever I have that special, I forgot the character's name. Her name is like Min or something like that. And whenever I have the special, I just do it from anywhere on the map. And 80% of the time I score. Like her shield's cheap as hell. There's someone else who has one just like it where it just shoots a fireball right into the goal from anywhere on the map. But there are specials that are a lot different. Like there's one character, her special is that she can just grapple hook the ball. And she can just take the ball from any player. But you have to aim it. So there is a little bit of it's a little bit harder than it seems because you really have to aim it, because if you miss then you waste your special. But there's like offensive characters, there's defensive, and there's universal. And the universal ones are the ones who usually have the most unique abilities. They'll usually have something along the line of like the grapple hook I was just talking about, or something that'll like disable all the players on the field or anybody close by. Or there's this guy who just like he does these Tatsumaki hurricane kicks from Street Fighter, but it literally creates tornadoes that randomly spawn, and anybody hit by a tornado, they like get disorientated. So like they all have these unique ass special abilities, and the ways that they like attack, the way that they move, everyone's different. Like there's a character who doesn't have an actual dashing attack, but she has a gun. She literally shoots bullets, and she can incapacitate and steal the ball that way. But she doesn't have like a dash to move fast like everybody else. So I was like, okay, like the way that they've created these characters, I'm loving just trying everybody out because of how different that they play. So yeah, Super Bowl is that's been my go-to multiplayer game since it came out. So shout out to that. Have you tried it yet?
Nah, I haven't, bro. I haven't. I have it downloaded though.
Yeah,
I have it downloaded.
You gotta try it, bro. I feel like you like it.
Oh, yeah.
I will say
I like rematch, so
yeah. I will say it's not polished, I feel like it should be more polished than it is. It does feel very indie in a way that Rematch didn't feel. Like Rematch felt very polished from the menus to the character movement, everything. This one feels a little bit more like, especially in the menus, like the menus feel really jank and outdated, and they don't feel good to navigate at all. But like once you're in game, it does feel a little bit better. Like it feels more like they got the gameplay right. Just like everything outside the gameplay just feels kind of not there. It feels very beta in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, So I actually forgot to talk about this game last week. And it's crazy because I put so many hours into it right before the podcast. And that is my newest obsession, my newest survivor-like Ball X Pit. And I didn't know much about this before. Like, I knew it was like, okay, this is like a different take on Brick Breaker games. And it's like a roguelike Brick Breaker. I'm like, cool. Like, that was basically enough for me. I was like, you know what? I love Brick Breakers, and something like turning into a roguelike just sounds cool as hell. Let me try it out. Bro, nobody told me that this was a Survivors like, and that this was using the Vampire Survivors formula, except they've just transformed it into a different style of gameplay. So you have all the makings of a Survivors like, in the sense that you take out enemies, they drop XP, you pick up the XP, and then you level up. You either upgrade the moves that, like the ball that you already have, or you add new balls to the mix, which you can have 4 at a time. And you also have like items that enhance your like damage, or they enhance the speed of the ball, enhance your movement speed. You have a magnet that kind of helps you catch the ball so that you can shoot the ball faster. And that's the Vampire Survivors formula. Like they did that. But unlike Megabonk, which is like literally the biggest criticism I have for Megabonk, Vampire Survivors has this evolution system that is like one of my favorite mechanics in a video game. This game has an evolution system as well. But I will say, this evolution system is the best that I've ever experienced. The ball evolution in this game is so robust because they have different types of evolutions, and I love it. So they have just regular fusions. So let's say you have a fireball and you have a lightning ball. Those can fuse together to just create, like they fuse together and they just create a fire lightning ball. You get the best of both worlds. It does the burn damage, and it electrocutes the nearby enemies as well. So you basically just get both of those things put together, and it's cool. So that's just a regular fusion. But if you have two that are compatible, so let's say you have a vampire ball and you have a dark ball, I think, or no, you have a vampire ball and you have a bleed ball. So putting the vampire and bleed together, that's a actual compatible for evolution. And then the evolution is when it turns into something completely new. Like, it's not just putting the two things together so that you have room for another ball. This is creating something even more powerful. So like Vampire and Bleed will give you Vampire Lord, where now you do automatic like 3 stacks of bleed damage, but you also if you catch the ball, I believe it heals you as well, and that's where the vampire comes from. And it'll be things like, okay, adding earthquake and fire evolves it into magma, and now you're just creating lava, like you're creating magma that pops out the ground every time it hits someone, and it's an area of effect damage, and it creates these balls of lava that like slowly shoot out randomly, and those do a shit ton of damage whenever they hit an enemy. If you do like wind and snowball, you create a blizzard, and then the blizzard just does like area of effect damage, but like because it's a wind, it'll go through all the enemies. It doesn't bounce off of them, it just hits, like it goes straight through and does damage to everybody. So like, but then once you've evolved like two different, like let's say you have the vampire lord and you have a blizzard, and it's like, okay, like in Vampire Survivors, you can't do anything after you've done the evolution. Once you've done this evolution, there's nothing else you can do. But they're like, no, we gonna take it a step further. You can fuse two evolved balls to just make this clusterfuck, like most power. Like you just make these super powerful ass balls that are now just like, bro, this is crazy. Like they cooked. Hey, I don't know. Wait, who's the name of the developer? I gotta find out.
I'll look for you. Super Ball, right?
No, Bollocks Pit.
Bollocks Pit. Oh yeah, I know that's Devolver Digital Publishing.
Yeah, I know Devolver published it, but I need to know who is the developer. Let me see in store. It was Kenny Sun. I don't know. Is that one person? If it's one person, shout out to Kenny Sun, bruh. Because this game right here is like, I'm actually thinking I might like it more than Megabonk in a sense of it being.
I've heard that rhetoric too, for sure.
It's up there with like it's definitely my top 3 Vampire Survivors likes. Bro, like this shit. That evolution system got me. Like when I was like, okay, you got fusions, but then when I saw that there was evolutions, and then I saw that you could fucking fuse 2 evolutions together, and like by the end of it, if you don't like, if you literally get everything before the boss comes, bro, you're unstoppable, because you'll have these just extra powerful pinballs that are just going crazy, doing shit ton of damage. Now I will say there's one aspect of this game that I thought that I would enjoy, but I actually don't at all. And that's the base building. I love base building.
Like
I love
world shit.
Yeah, so once you finish a run, you can go back to the base, and you literally have this little town, and you can expand it, and then you start building buildings, and you're adding forests and boulders to collect resources, and like wheat farms to get food and stuff like this. And usually this is my shit. But the way that they handle the base building, I really hate it. Because you can only, so basically the actual base building is fun. Like I'm okay with all of that. I'm like, oh, I need these resources to build this infirmary, and then that's gonna add health to all of my characters once I build this. But also, like, you'll have buildings, and if you create this building, you'll unlock a new character. It's like, okay, yeah, like all of this shit I can jive with 100%. Now, where they piss me off is that to collect resources, you have to basically send your characters out, and it's just like a brick breaker. Like you have a little trajectory, and you can kind of aim where you want to send them, and then they'll just keep on bouncing off of all the resources, collecting them as they like hit stuff. So it's like, okay, I want to make sure that they get wood. Let me shoot all of them towards the wood, and they'll bounce off the wood and go collect some wheat, and they'll go hit some rocks. But you don't know where they're gonna end up, like once they start bouncing around. Now, this will be okay. Like, okay, fine, I gotta do this to collect resources, and also like once you put a building down, you have to send them out to like build the building also, so you have to like shoot them at the buildings to even complete it. But you can only do this once after each battle. So once you do it, let's say you wanted to collect all of the rocks, you only collected like 2 because they bounced where you didn't think they were gonna go there. And then it's like, oh well, I didn't get the shit that I wanted, so now I gotta fucking go play another match and then I gotta come back and then do the shit again. It's like when I'm in the build management mode, I want to be in the build management mode. Like I don't want to be like, oh shit, I can't do anything. Let me go play the actual Ball X Pit mode. Like no, I want to be invested in this part of the game. And they're like, no, you can't do anything until you go play this. I'm like, bitch, I just want the choice to be able to fully commit to the build management when I want to, and fully commit to the ball pitting or whatever whenever I want to. You feel me? Like I don't like that they kind of cut you off from the build management and collecting resources and stuff. But other than that, though, this game is pure fire. I'll probably be doing a review of this, as well as I have an article that I'm writing that's related to this as well. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, because this is basically my new obsession. So that is Ball X Pit, or Ball Pit, or Ball and Pit. I actually don't know, because nobody knows what the X, how you pronounce X's anymore, because they want to change it up every single time. All right, but let's see. All right, talked about that. Okay, my other obsession, which I've been doing weekly reviews for every time they drop new episodes, Dispatch. And not gonna go too much into detail, but go check out my episodes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 reviews that I have up. But Ad Hoc Studio is they're the kings of this. That's all I'm gonna say. They're cooking with Dispatch. This is the most fun that I've had in one of these games since a Wolf Among Us. I would say it's definitely in the top 3 so far, just off the first 4 episodes out of 8. So we're halfway there. The characters are so well written. The dialogue is just so strong and real and relatable. Also, the romance options, bro, it's rare. Like there's a love triangle, but usually in love triangles, it's like there's usually like one choice that's just so strong that it's like the other one really doesn't matter. This game, they made 2 equally but distinct romance options, and they're both equally good in their own ways. And I'm like, bro, this is one of the hardest choices for a romance option I've had in a game in a long ass time. Usually the only time I have like 2 that I'm like debating between is because there's like 10 different choices and like 2 of them were like up my alley. But in this game, there's literally only 2, and both of them are like perfect. So shout out to the Ad Hoc Studio team, because they have Night School, not Night Dive. They have Night School talent, they have Telltale talent, and it's easy to tell because they are just off the charts. Like they hit everything perfectly. But check out my reviews if you want more in-depth. I won't go into any spoilers or anything, but they're killing this shit for sure. I have 2 different playthroughs going just because I could not choose between the 2, so I had to do both saves just to see what happens. So yeah. But that is Dispatch, and yeah, that's basically all I've been up to since last week. All right. With that, let's get into some quick on the radars. All right. Actually, before we get into that, I wanted to ask, bro. So I found this out and I thought it was cool as hell. So Gene Park had actually pointed out that the the cutscene director and animator from the original Silent Hill 1 and 2 are actually they are the visual producer for Luigi's Mansion 3. Takayoshi Sato.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, that's cool as fuck. But like when you think about how well like the animations in Luigi's Mansion 3 are so A1. Probably like one of the best animated Nintendo games out there. Now, what's crazy about this is that there's a cool like inverse that happened because the current producer of Silent Hill, the one who worked on Silent Hill F and worked on Silent Hill 2 and the short message and all of that, guess what the first game he ever worked on was? Luigi's Mansion 1.
Oh wow.
And that is Matoi Okamoto. So we have the cutscene director and animator of Silent Hill 1 and 2 working on Luigi's Mansion 3 today. And the person who started on Luigi's Mansion 1 is now the producer of Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill F. I just thought that was a cool ass tidbit.
That's pretty cool, actually. I have a little tidbit.
All right.
How does I know I've said this, but how does Ape Escape from Asobi sound like to you?
Sounds like.
Does that sound yay or nay?
It sounds like it's gonna sell 300,000.
But would you be excited for it?
No, I never liked Ape Escape.
I never played it, so I don't know. But
would
that be cool, huh?
I'm happy for King David. That's all I'm gonna say.
You think? I don't know if he'd be happy about that.
Oh no,
has he been happy about PlayStation stuff lately?
He's a big Ape Escape guy.
Oh yeah.
He's a huge Ape Escape fan. So yeah,
that'd be interesting. Just a little theory. As a potential project for Asobi, because they are rumored to be working on 3 of them. So, and we can obviously assume that Astrobot 2 is one of the 3. So, the 2 and the second and third one are obviously up for speculation. But what do you think? What would you want for 2 and 3 from Asobi?
I would want. Let me see.
I'm actually watching gameplay. This looks pretty fun.
Which one? Ape Escape?
Yeah.
What would I want from them? I actually don't know.
It actually looks solid, man.
Honestly, it would just need to be Astrobot. Like, that's all I care about.
Just Astrobot?
Because unless they do Little Big Planet.
Would you want them to maybe do a adventure game and not a platformer?
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I'll probably end up liking anything that they put out besides Ape Escape. But
that's funny. That's it. That's my little tidbits.
As long as they continue to be gameplay first, I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy most of what they put out, and hopefully they have more new ideas. I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's get into these on
these
the radar. So the first one, all right, we all know Randy hates mech games, but after playing Daemon X Machina, I kind of opened up a little bit, just a tad bit. I just need to see some movement happening for me to get invested in anything So when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, this right here, this is something that I can get behind. And this one is called Code Rapid by Hitbreak Games. And this is an indie mech game that has sauce and movement, like cell shaded kind of art style, kind of like Daemon X Machina. But they were showing off this speedster build, and the way this motherfucker is like flipping off of walls and just like doing these leaps across the map and then just hitting them with the sword, I'm like, bro, this is the one for me. Like, this is the mech game. Like, Daemon X Machina had a little bit of this, but nowhere near. Like, the speedster build was the only build for me in Daemon X Machina. Like, every time I tried to do any kind of hulking tank, I was like, no, this shit is not fun. So the melee builds is what I usually went for in Daemon X Machina, but this takes it beyond anything you can do in Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion. But this is also one of those games that has like instead of it being big ass armored core mechs, it's like a suit. Like, you're barely taller than a regular human type. Like, that's what I prefer. Iron Man versus what's it called? The Hulkbuster. So yeah, I saw this. I was like, yeah, bro, this shit looks sick. This is definitely on the radar for me. And there's gonna be a demo coming out soon, and they've been introducing all of the different builds that you can make during this process, like before the demo comes out. So that's the first one I have. All right, the next one is this one right here. So this one is called Distant Shore, and they describe it as, I believe they said, did they say Half-Life meets Portal? Let me see. Oh wait. Oh no. So it's basically a sandbox portal with magnets where you manipulate every metal object. Explore using creativity, break, bend rusty metal to progress, and free parkour system. And you can climb on anything. So Portal is one of my favorite games of all time. Literally the greatest puzzle game of all time. And when I saw this, I felt that same energy, and I was like, yeah, bro, this is one to look out for. So instead of having the portals, you're now using magnetism to progress through the game in the way that you can just kind of manipulate almost everything in the world. The parkour system that kind of,
what's this game called again?
Distant Shore. I have the links in the podcast notes. It's the second one under OTR.
Sure.
But like the way that he was able to lift a metal box, like he was standing on top of a metal box and he lifts it up to use it as a double jump, like shit like that, bro. I'm like, yeah, the kind of freedom to kind of make the puzzles yourself, or like create the solutions to the puzzles just by using your powers. That's what I like. And I've been waiting on Portal 3 for fucking ever. I need
you gonna
Valve,
keep waiting.
Yeah, bro. Valve just
they ain't gonna make that, bro.
Like I'm gonna have to go to Valve, and I'm gonna have to put on Gracie's corner, because obviously these motherfuckers never learned how to count to 3. So we gonna hit them with that 1, da, 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 2, da, 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 3, da, 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 da. Like, we gonna get that shit popping in there, because they I don't know what it is about the number 3. They make the greatest sequel. Like the first game, amazing concept, and then it's like, but like that sequel, they fully realize their vision, and it's like, all right, now give us a third one where you just build off of that, and they're just like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, bro. Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, Half-Life 2, Portal 2, Team Fortress 2. Not 1, 3 in this bitch. I'm telling you right now, they've been cooking this whole time, and they're gonna put out the Orange Box 3 collection. And it's just gonna have all the 3s in one box. And it's gonna be exclusive to the Steam console or whatever. And that's the only way that you're playing any Half-Life 3, Portal 3, Team Fortress 3. All of that shit is gonna be exclusive to the Steam console and the Steam Deck. And then that is 150 million consoles right off the bat. I'm telling you. But yeah, Gabe, hit me up. I got y'all. But yeah, that's the second one I have for On the Radar. And the last one...
That one looks sick, actually. I was looking at the gameplay. Looks good.
The last one is another Star Fox clone, because who doesn't need more Star Fox clones?
Yeah.
One of them has to hit. That's all. That's where I'm at.
Like what? Like hit
Just,
like commercially, or like hit like as in just good?
No, just being good. Like,
and none of them have been good.
I mean, I haven't, like, the ones that I'm looking forward to haven't come out, and the ones that, like, there's some in early access, and I don't want to play the early access. I want to play when it's fully out. But I'm like, yeah, keep making them, because like Nintendo ain't making Star Fox yet. But I do like this one because it has a 3D, like they're going for a 3DS style. Even the way like the enemies attack, it's like coming at the screen and things like that. That really reminds me of like Kirby Triple Deluxe and games like that. But yeah, I really like the art style. It has that low res kind of 3DS energy, and it has some really good vibes. And you also have like these hands that you can control that come out of the ship. So I thought that was like a cool kind of differentiator from the other Star Fox ones. But yeah, I'm excited about this one.
For sure is also a differentiator too.
Yeah, that. But yeah, this game looks pretty sick. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to do like once all of these start to come out, I have to do a Star Fox kind of tier list of what's the best Star Fox likes.
Bat Galaxy, huh?
Yeah, Bat Galaxy, that's the name.
Oh, it's actually coming out this year.
Yep.
Ooh.
Soon,
Might put this on my wish list.
But that is all the games that I had for On the Radar. Was there anything that you wanted to add?
No, not really. Other than Constance is about to come out soon in like a couple weeks. I'm excited for that. Looks
Demon
very
School.
Good.
Let's go.
Demon School. That's coming out. Yeah. When is Ananta coming out? I'm just kidding.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the topics for the day. All right. Starting with Dispatch, which we just talked about, because they have been seeing a lot of success, which is great to see, because a lot of people have been missing that episodic Telltale style of game, and they have built that and did it so perfectly. And there are people who were like, oh, why are we doing episodic again, bro? I'm so happy that they did the episodic style.
It works, man. It works.
The discourse and the discussions that people have after each episode is some of the best But like I just
Yeah,
be
man.
going on Twitter just to like go into like after each episode and then just be like seeing all the shit that people are talking about and just like the battles between the two love interests and like who did you cut from the team and all of this, like, bro, like who did you add to the team, like all of that shit is like that's what makes these like the episodic content so good, because you get to literally discuss and talk to people about it throughout the week, and it gets you even more anticipated for the next episode. And like even the theories that people are already like having about, oh, it's like people are having theories about one of the characters being the main villain that no one would expect, and I was like, oh shit, I wouldn't have even thought of that. Like, damn, if that actually ends up being true, that's gonna be fucking crazy. So yeah, but
That's
this
good, man.
Dispatch sold 1 million copies in 10 days. And
Nice.
Ad Hoc is basically a brand new studio. Yes, they do have Telltale and Night School studio talent, but this is a brand new studio coming off of their first big game and 1 million copies off the bat,
Very good.
which shows just how quality this game is. But not only that, episodes 5 and 6 released earlier today, and they reached their peak on Steam, which was 131,000 concurrent players.
Oh, wow.
So with each episode, they have actually been growing, gaining even more sales, because people talk about it every week, and then there's people like, damn, now I got to see what all the hype is about, and then they catch up, and it's like, oh, and then everyone's just waiting for that Wednesday when they drop the new episodes, and then boom, everybody's playing it all at once. So the episodic, it works, and it's working for them like a lot.
Is this like you buy it once and you get them all?
Yes, you but for $29.99 you get all of the releases. You just have to wait for them to add the next episodes.
Sick.
But yeah, I would say now is like the perfect time to get into it, right before the finale happens next week. If you've been holding off, this is the time to catch up, because the episodes are really short. They're mostly under an hour. And then so like you can complete the whole thing in a day, or you can spread it out over the week, like one episode each day until the next Wednesday when we get that finale. But I haven't played 5 and 6 yet because I literally just got off of work and went into this podcast. But tonight it's about to go down. Me and my girl gonna play because we have a playthrough together basically, and then I'll do my second playthrough after our playthrough, and then I'm gonna put out my review by next week. So yeah, but I'm happy for Ad Hoc Studios, because I'll also say that this is the best gameplay that we've had in this type of narrative driven game, because there is, at first in the first 2 episodes you can tell it's kind of tutorial. It's not really getting really in depth with the gameplay. But in episodes 3 and 4, they went crazy with like how they were introducing new mechanics and really just like upping the challenge, making it actually kind of difficult. Like the first 2 episodes, I perfected everything. I was like, okay, yeah, this is easy work. But in 3 and 4, they were like, haha, you thought you was about to get a perfect again? Not. Because they were throwing everything at you. And the way that they implement the narrative and your choices into the gameplay as well. So it's like, because you did this, now you're like, because of your choices, you're down a member, but also one of the members doesn't like you anymore. And they're not going to answer any of the dispatch. Like if you try to dispatch them to go do like answer a call, they're not going to go, because you pissed them off. Like things like that, it's like damn. And it's like, okay, you added a new character, but it's like depending on some of the choices that you made, it will depend on how that character is. It's like it's so cool. Like they really killed this shit. But like I said before, this is a top 3 Telltale style game for me.
That's awesome.
So highly recommend.
And it's their own IP, huh?
Yep, and their own IP. And honestly, this could turn into a whole franchise. Like they can make this a show. They can make comics. They even have like comics in. They have like digital comics for like the backstories of some of these characters, which is really cool. So yeah, they could do so much with this IP and this universe. I'm hoping that they go all out with it. But yeah, man. Shout out to Ad Hoc, shout out to Dispatch. They killing it.
That's awesome. I need to get on it, bro. Where's Wolf Among Us 2, bro?
Man, they hold me so bad, bro.
I know. I know, bro. It's all good.
All right. Let's follow up from one of last week's topics, because it seems that Halo Campaign Evolved will not be the only campaign that will be evolved, because it seems that we are also getting Halo 2 and 3 remade in the same style as Halo Campaign Evolved, with sprint, with the added weapons, no multiplayer, only campaign, UE5, all of that. And then we'll have the one multiplayer that runs as their like multiplayer live service game for all the Halos. In a sense, how Call of Duty Warzone kind of runs between each Call of Duty, although all the Call of Duty games have their own multiplayer as well. But basically they want to make sure that there's one Halo multiplayer that is ongoing and there isn't any kind of clashing or competition between them. And then the campaigns, and including Halo 7, will be standalone. So how are we feeling about how they're doing this? The 2 remakes, remaking Halo all the way from 1 to 3, and also making Halo 7 with a multiplayer that's kind of a standalone project that kind of works as the multiplayer for every Halo project.
So Halo 7's not going to have a campaign, is what I'm hearing?
No, Halo 7 will have a campaign, but the multiplayer will be separate from Halo 7. It won't be like, this is Halo 7 and it comes with, this is Halo 7 and it comes with the multiplayer, it comes with the campaign, it comes with Forge. It'll be more like, this is Halo 7, it's a campaign, but this is like the Halo multiplayer. Yeah, it has the co-op, it has all of that. But this is the Halo multiplayer and it is its own thing. And it's not tied to like what Halo 7 is. Because it's usually like, oh, when you play Halo 3, you're playing a lot of the things that, like, you're playing maps that happen during the campaign and places that you've seen in the campaign. Instead, this will be like a standalone thing. And maybe like when Halo 7 comes out, they'll add some maps that relate to Halo 7. And it's like, oh, but then when Halo spin-off of whatever, like, oh, let's say Halo Wars 3 comes out, it's like, let's add some maps from Halo Wars 3 and like what the universe, like whatever places in the universe that's happening in Halo Wars 3, we can add some weapons from that and things like that. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I mean, if it's the way you're describing it, I'd be happy with it.
Yeah, this is me spinning it in my head. I don't know if that's now the way that they've implemented, because Halo Infinite was kinda
Yeah, it was
supposed to
kind
be
of what
like,
you're saying.
yeah, it was kind of supposed to be like that, but the actual implementation never got there
Yeah.
because we were supposed to be getting the campaign DLC that was supposed to finish the story, and then that would that would interject into the multiplayer, and that just never happened. So, bro, you know what my perfect Halo Infinite would have been? So this was like my perfect vision of Halo Infinite. So basically how it dropped. But what I always thought was gonna happen was that they were gonna kill off Master Chief at the end of Halo Infinite. And I thought he was gonna die at the end. But they were gonna do like we may have lost Chief, but we have the new generation of Spartans who will replace him. And then from then on in the campaigns, you would play as your Spartan, Destiny style, and like you're like they turn it basically into like a Destiny style game where you have your own Spartan, and like that's how you like all the future DLC in the campaign expansion, like your character is gonna finish the fight that Master Chief started. And I thought that would have been like the best way of handling Halo Infinite. But now we'll never know.
That would be very cool, very definitive.
Very divisive because a lot of people would have been pissed off when Master Chief died.
Yeah, but that would be that'd be a cool creative decision for sure.
I mean, as long as Master Chief doesn't go out like Joel, I'm like, you got to make him go out cool and like impactful. Not like Joel. Like, imagine now if Halo Infinite started with him getting his ass whooped by Atriox, and then he literally just gets killed right there, and then you play as your Spartan, and they didn't tell you this at the beginning, people would have been pissed off, bro. That would have been a completely different conversation.
But if it's the way that you're saying it, I'm 100% down for it. I still think Halo Infinite's multiplayer is so fucking good. Like, it's still so good. I still have it downloaded.
I can't delete it.
I still have it downloaded. Like, just to get that feeling, because it has it, man. It has that. It literally, and the funniest thing is, like, I even think they nailed the art style with Halo Infinite. Like, they got the essence of Halo with that game. Like, they nailed it.
But you couldn't shoot the fruit.
But you can shoot the fruit, and it launched with half-assed content and blah blah blah, and no multiplayer on campaign. But yeah, man, it's so crazy too, because I feel like this has already been said, but like, you know, it's like they could have just rocked out that season with Forza Horizon 5, gave Halo Infinite the time it needed, dropped it full with content literally a year later. Yeah, man. Yeah,
dropped it with the season 2 content, and then it would have actually had enough to tide people over. Exactly. It would have had the multiplayer in the campaign at launch. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the Forge too.
Well, no, it wouldn't have had Forge at that point, but
didn't Forge come in like a year later?
Yeah, a full year.
I feel like that's what it needed. I think it needed that full year, bro. They could have probably popped in that fall or winter of 22 when Starfield and Redfall got delayed, and it would have been fine. It would have been like, it's cool, we got Halo, but it's okay. I still well, I mean, they're not gonna do this. They're not gonna port Halo Infinite and Master Chief Collection. I feel like they've moved on from those games. Like, they're just gonna support them like on the back end now. Yeah. Like, keep them up, but they're not gonna like put them on any new platforms.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I mean, it's Halo. I'm always gonna root for Halo.
Did you see that Halo 5 was having a resurgence multiplayer?
Like people were playing it again.
Yeah,
Nice, dude.
because
they should port that
now
game,
now
bro.
that everyone hates Halo Infinite, it's like, oh, did you guys know that Halo 5 was actually one of the greatest multiplayers ever? And that's literally the fucking. Why do I look evil? Why is my lighting making me look evil? Look like I'm doing some diabolical shit.
Yeah, I can make that.
But yeah, the Halo cycle has continued where the next Halo comes out and then everyone's just like, actually, the game that we all hated before is actually the game that y'all should be playing. And now everyone's jumped onto Halo 5 and they're like, man, this was actually a really good multiplayer. Like, fuck y'all. Y'all should have been there when the game came out. Instead, y'all was complaining about sprint and all kinds of bullshit. And it had the best implementation of sprint in Halo because you had that choice and consequence with it, where once you start sprinting, you can't heal. So if you're running away from a fight, you can't heal. You have to stop running to heal. I always thought that was the coolest thing to stop people. Like, yes, you're gonna try to run away, but you're gonna have to dip and dodge if you want to make it out of that fight alive. I always thought that was the perfect implementation for Halo because it made it so
it was
that
very thought out. It was very thought out.
And then in Halo Infinite, they were just like, no, let's take that out. I'm like, bro, why? That shit was literally perfect. So yeah.
I thought Halo 5 had such a cool like arsenal of moves. Like you can do that whole ground pounding, and then you can do the Spartan charge into someone.
Like all of that was so fire.
It was so cool, man.
People were like, "Ugh, why are my Spartans actually superheroes and shit?" Like, bitch, what did you think that they were? These ain't tanks. I can't stand y'all. Like, I hate the Halo community so much. I don't understand them. They want Master Chief and the Spartans to be literal tanks. Go play World of Tanks, you dumb fucks. Y'all want slow ass fucking gameplay. Go play that bullshit.
Go play Keeper or not.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. Halo 5 was good, bro. That game was so fun to play. Halo Infinite was so good. So fun to play.
I will always say Halo Infinite and Halo 5, the best Halo has ever been multiplayer wise. And I will not back down from that.
Bruh, port over Halo 5 to Series X and S, PS5 and PC, bruh. Bring that shit over.
Yeah, right, I need Halo 5 on PC for sure. But let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. Let's talk about Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah. Nah. All right. We've been seeing a lot of video game adaptations to film and television. But I saw this one and I thought this was actually a pretty unique take. Because Overcooked, the fun party game that will literally have you rethink your friendships and family ties, may actually have you commit murder. This game is getting an adaptation, but not as a regular film or kind of TV show that you normally see. It will be turned into a reality competition series. And this is going to be in the works at Netflix and A24, which I saw A24. And if you know A24, they're like the artsy fartsy film studios. I'm like, oh, nah, whatever they cooking with this shit is about to be fire. Because like this shit gotta be crazy. Like Hell's Kitchen with like the stage moving or some shit. Like imagine doing like Hell's Kitchen, but it's literally like Overcooked. You're in the middle of the street and there's like traffic coming. Like add some Jackass. Is Jackass meets Hell's Kitchen. Like, bro, This shit sounds. This would like this is the most interesting adaptation that I've heard because I never thought of a video game being adapted into a reality TV series. But how are you feeling about Overcooked reality show, reality competition?
That's a smart ass idea, honestly. People know Overcooked as a game. People know how much damage it has done to the communities, but they also know how much fun chaos it is. But yeah, man, this is gonna be cool.
How much is Overcooked sold? Actually, never.
Bro, it probably sold. It probably has a lot of player accounts. I don't know if it has sale numbers because it's been on PlayStation Plus and Game Pass. But I've only played both on the Switch. That's funny.
The first game sold over 1.3 million units on Steam alone, and 2 sold over 1.6 million on Steam alone. But we don't have the numbers for anything else. But they made over 24 million just off of Overcooked 2. So I'm guessing that's just the Steam sales. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're eating good over there.
Sure. Yeah, man. But yeah, this idea is cool. I love it. I love it. I hope they execute well on it.
Now, like this made me think about other games that could be made into like a reality type of thing that's just like, now imagine Nintendo making a Mario Party reality show. Bro, I need that. We need Mario Party in real life, like a reality TV series, and then you get the actual fall, you get the real fallouts in person when your friend betrays you. Like you partnered up with this person this round, and then they betrayed you the next round. Like, yeah, bro, Mario Party would be sick as a reality TV series. Trying to think what else would be a good one. I don't know, but yeah, this is the type of shit that I want to see more of. Like, I also liked Gran Turismo for it not just being a like, hey, let's make a story about a racer, and it's just gonna be called Gran Turismo, even though Gran Turismo doesn't really have a story, but it's just gonna be this random ass racer, and he's gonna be racing, and we're just gonna slap Gran Turismo on it. Or like, no, let's talk about the story of someone who played Gran Turismo and became a racer, just off of like how realistic Gran Turismo is. And I actually enjoyed that movie a lot, way more than I enjoyed Uncharted. I think that's the best PlayStation movie that they have made so far. Oh, also Until Dawn fucking sucked. So don't even bother. Yes, the movie. Don't even bother. But yeah, we need more unique ideas out of video game adaptations.
Oh yeah. Yeah, now that they're starting to become at least like a baseline, like pretty decent, they need to start to come up with like more interesting ideas instead of just bringing like copy and pasting the games over to movies, you know?
Or not just completely changing what the game is and what the story and all of that is, like Until Dawn.
I've heard the Twisted Metal one's really good too.
Oh yeah, Twisted Metal was actually good. I didn't watch season 2 yet. But yeah. All right, let's talk about a very weird delay, because a very highly anticipated upcoming indie game got delayed to December, hours before launch. And that is Unbeatable, the rhythm game that has that was a Kickstarter back in 2021. And it was supposed to be coming out this month, and it was actually one that I was literally looking forward to. I was gonna end up getting it at launch, and less than 12 hours before it was about to launch, the developers came out and announced that the game has been delayed. So the new release date is December 9th, 2025. And it seems that the reason for this delay is because of a bug that they could not release the game in the state that it was with this bug. So this is from the developer post on Steam where they announced the delay. Let me find it. Hold on. I thought I had it. Here it is. So they say, "Hi, Unbeatable was supposed to come out tomorrow. That's a scary sentence. Here's a worse one. Unbeatable will now release on December 9th. I hate that I have to say this. There's no way to apologize for it. That feels like enough. I'm personally sorry about this, and I wish it was different. Why would you only tell me now? Because the decision was only made a few hours ago. No, really, I'm writing this right after the meeting where the decision was made. We are telling you this as soon as we possibly can. But why? The game's done, right? There's a very boring and frustrating reason. QA hit a low repro progression blocker last night that's serious enough it's considered unreleasable. Fixing this would require pushing the console release date back because of certification timelines, and not fixing this is, well, we refuse to do that. We're fixing it. But why not just delay the release of the console port? That's very messy. We'd rather release the game all at once for everybody. But why release on December 9th? That's a whole month away. Another boring reason you can figure out pretty quickly by Googling the phrase 2025 game release calendar and looking at what's hitting this month. We had a pretty good spot on November 6th where we made a small little island for ourselves, and skipping that date necessarily means skipping forward a lot to find another island. And that's the closest one we had. On the plus side, it gives us breathing room we didn't have before to do some pre-launch things we wanted to do that had to get pushed back because of finishing the game in time for, well, tomorrow. But is the game good? It's very good, and I'm very biased. We'll see what reviewers think, but for those of you waiting the longest for this thing to come out, it makes me feel a little bit crazy knowing how much you still don't know about what's this thing, or how much you still don't know about what this thing is. I'm very excited about it. I wish it could have been tomorrow, but thank you to everyone who's rooted for us up until this point. Not much longer now. RJ and everyone at D-Cell Games and Playstack. So yeah, very last minute delay, which you usually don't see. There was one game that got delayed like this, and I can't remember what it was, but I remember talking about it like earlier this year. But yeah, you usually don't see delays happen this close to release, but it sucks. But it's understandable that they wanted to fix this bug instead of just releasing it, taking people's money and then saying, "Oh, what? There's a bug? That's crazy. We'll fix it soon, TM." But yeah, how are you feeling about this delay?
I mean, if the game needs the time, it needs the time, right?
Sure.
That's
A delayed game, Miyamoto, very wise. Yes. We all know the quote. But yeah, I this is a very understandable delay. So I'm not complaining about this one at all. But I'm just happy that the game is still coming out in 2025 because I have it on my what's it called? Fantasy critic, and I would have been upset if it didn't make it this year. So yay me. But yeah, were you was Unbeatable one that you were looking at all?
To be honest, not really, but I probably should start looking at it for sure.
Yeah, I'm really into rhythm games, and it has very Scott Pilgrim mixed with Kill la Kill energy, and I love it, like the aesthetic of it a lot. So I was hyped for it. I'm expecting it to do pretty decently in the reviews and how people feel about the game. So yeah, RIP November 6th. Hello, December 9th.
Hell yeah.
But there's so many games to play. It's like, honestly, delay as much as you can, because there's just too much already, especially this month. But yeah, hopefully the game lands and it's as good as people have been anticipating. All right, let's move on to, let's talk about PlayStation, because we got a little leaky leak. We got a little something happening, because we got rumors that PlayStation might be implementing cross-buy between PC and consoles. Man, that sounds very similar to something that I can't think of off the top of my head, but you know, it just sounds so familiar. I don't know what it could be, but we have these symbols that have been found. Actually, where were they found? I'm guessing they were data mined, because I don't actually have the original post. But we got symbols saying cross-buy. We got like PS5/PC symbols, the cloud symbol, all of this, and even touchscreen support.
Yeah, I don't even know where they came from, to be honest.
Probably should find the source.
Insider Gaming. $10. $10. $10 because it's Insider Gaming, bro.
PlayStation.
Put my money on it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I saw the original post, but I didn't save it for whatever reason. I only have the VG.
Yeah, but
VGT
we gotta remember. PlayStation has. This isn't the first time, if they are doing it, that PlayStation has done cross-buy.
Oh yeah,
they did.
They did it with
cross-buy
with other PlayStation products, but
yeah,
we're talking
with
PC,
PS3, and yeah, but with how like close they're getting with AMD, I kind of see it, bro. It just makes sense, bro. Because the design language for RDNA 5 is gonna be like heavily influenced by Sony's team, bro. So it's like, it just kind of makes sense, I think. But I also think that it's gonna be their own launcher. It's not gonna be.
That's what I was about to get into.
Or, oh my bad.
Well, yeah. There's no way you can implement cross-buy with Steam. Like, that doesn't.
It would have to be like a special deal if they ever, like, they would have to cut some sort of deal with them.
Which that would be a lot to kind of implement there.
Oh yeah.
So the only logical answer is that they're gonna launch their own launcher on PC, just like the Windows store, the Xbox PC app, and it's gonna be their PS5 PC app. And they'll get 100% of the cut for all of the games in there, and it'll have cross-buy, most likely for their first-party games, and hopefully cross-progression, free cloud saves, which I doubt. You're gonna have to have PS Plus to be able to save, like to have your saves transfer between each one, which is gonna suck. Now, will it be seamless? Will they make the cloud uploading seamless? Because right now, the PlayStation's cloud is not seamless like it is for Xbox. So they will need to do some work for that. But PlayStation going all in on PC. Now, with the launcher, is this how we get day and date? Is this how it happens?
Yeah, probably. I don't, but see, like, I don't see them doing like, oh, day and day on the PC launcher, on the PlayStation PC launcher, and it's not on Steam. Like, it has to be on Steam as well at that point.
I think they'll try it because they want people to go to that launcher, and they'll basically try it. And just like with the Epic Game Store, no one on PC is actually gonna do, like, they're not gonna do anything with that shit. The only reason
like the Xbox PC app, people.
The only reason that people even use the Xbox PC app is because of Game Pass. But if it wasn't for Game Pass, nobody will be buying anything off of that store. And it's gonna be the same for PlayStation. And they're gonna figure this out pretty quickly, and they're gonna be like, actually, we're just gonna put these games on Steam as well. So yeah, that's gonna be the route that I see them going. Because I don't think they're just gonna jump into going day and date on Steam. I feel like they want to, at least they're maybe gonna shorten the window to like 6 months for the Steam release, but the PS5 launcher gets it for free, or sorry, not free. They get it for day and date. So yeah, but I'm excited about this. I love this actually, and hopefully the first game that we see them they put on there is Ghost of Yotei. And then I'll play Ghost of Yotei the way it was intended on PC. And maybe that's how we get Astrobot over here as well. And Gran Turismo 7. And all these other games that have been ducking PC so far.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I would think, like, let's just say they do make it like exclusive to their launcher for like 6 months or whatever. I think people would even try it out maybe, but it would have to be like good. Like the launcher would have to be good. Like, hey, it can't be buns, bro. It can't be buns.
It don't matter how good that launcher is. You are not getting Steam people off of Steam. I'm sorry. Like, Epic Game Store literally gives games away for free, and nobody cares.
But what if actually that'd be literally like what Epic's doing. Like, what if it's like, oh, you can get PlayStation Plus games?
Yeah,
like you get 3 PlayStation Plus games every month on the launcher.
It's not enough. Hey, few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Like, literally, no matter what you like, Game Pass wasn't enough.
That's hilarious.
Free games wasn't enough. Like, the Steam boys are locked in on Steam. They're not moving.
They definitely are. They definitely are, bro. Hey, I don't blame them, man. That library's been there forever, so.
Exactly. Like me, I don't care, bro. I got GOG games, I got Epic games, I got Xbox, PC. Games. Yeah, I got Itchy. I got Itchy. I don't care where I get the game as long as I get the game. Like,
nice, bro.
Like I use Ubisoft Connect, EA Play, BattleNet. Like, bro, I go where the games are.
Bro, you know what I've learned about BattleNet recently?
What's up?
I learned that you can like, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can completely skip Game Pass, like the app, and go on BattleNet and download like all the Game Pass games, like Avowed and shit.
I thought this house always, or maybe. So like, you just mean like you can go straight to the BattleNet instead of going through the Xbox store, linking the BattleNet, and then downloading.
Yeah, like you can download like let's just say like since the example is Avowed, like you can download Avowed on BattleNet if you have Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah, I think
Like
that's
you
how
don't
it.
have to download it on the Xbox app.
Yeah, I thought that's how it is on most of the stores though. Like you can go straight into EA Play, and then just it automatically knows that you have Game Pass, so it lets you download all of the EA Play games
Yeah,
automatically.
but those are EA games.
Yeah.
Like this is with Xbox's
Oh
own
yeah,
games.
I feel you. So basically, you're getting the BattleNet versions instead of the
Yeah, with
Xbox Store
all of
versions.
them. All of them.
Okay, yeah.
Like Tony Hawk is on there, fucking Doom Dark Ages is on there, like all of them are on there. It's actually pretty neat because I've noticed that the BattleNet does download shit faster. So
Yeah, the Xbox Store is not the fastest,
yeah,
and Steam is the fastest that I've experienced.
BattleNet's pretty fast. I downloaded Diablo 4. I didn't download the high res textures, but the package was like 76 gigs, and it downloaded in like an hour on BattleNet. So that was pretty fast.
Oh, that's not fast enough for me.
Yeah,
See,
well, I
like,
don't got those speeds.
like I just opened up the Epic Game Store while we were talking about this, and then I'm downloading it's a 40 gig update for Fortnite for the Simpsons update, and it's gonna take that. It's saying 9 minutes left for that. So that's the
I should
speeds
be
that
slow that.
I'm trying to get. And Xbox
That still is
be
faster than on the Xbox app.
yeah, Xbox it would have took them like 30 minutes for that shit, and I'm like, bro, y'all need to pick this shit up. But yeah, man, PlayStation, PC, it just continues the trend that Xbox people have been saying for the longest, and PlayStation fans have been denying that every move that PlayStation makes is just mimicking the Xbox playbook. Just very slowly, more strategically, not as headstrong and head first into it. But they get there eventually. It just takes them a little while longer. And when they do it, mind you, there will be no backlash. There will be no Xbox PlayStation is dead because now they're supporting PC fully now. And why do I need a place? None of that shit is gonna happen. It's gonna be widespread praise from everyone in the industry about how this is the greatest move that this is gonna change gaming and all the bullshit. The exact opposite of what happened with Xbox. Am I wrong in this analysis of how I see this happening?
I do think that some people will be upset about it
Oh yeah, I mean, of course the diehards are they're gonna have complaints about this.
because
The
imagine, dude, the next Xbox, you can just completely just download the PlayStation launcher
Yeah,
on there.
because what's
Like, you
gonna?
know, it's a
How are they gonna
PlayStation.
stop? How are they gonna stop you from downloading a PC launcher on a Windows device? I mean, their launcher on a Windows device. Now, technically, they
Yeah,
could be like, "Oh,
but that
this
still
type of
doesn't. I still don't know how that benefits Microsoft though. Honestly, bro, it really
oh
doesn't
yeah, it doesn't."
because
But
they're still foregoing their own ecosystem
yeah,
for.
but it gives people more reason to get the device at least because you
Sure.
do have access to something that you usually would not have access to, which
Yeah.
would hopefully have people buying the things that you can get in the Xbox store through the Xbox store, but like only using Steam and PlayStation launcher or Epic Games, whoever, to bypass all of the ones that you couldn't get. That's at least that's how I would use it, but I'm an Xbox first kind of user in the first place.
Yeah. I'm gonna like on the Xbox, I'm gonna primarily use the Xbox stuff. Like
Yeah.
even when I get the next one, the Magnus, like
Like,
I'm a hope because hopefully that will be the way that produces the most like optimized games. Well, that's idealistic thinking,
mhm.
but like
I mean, that's how
that
it
just
should
sounds
be.
reasonable, you know?
That's how
Yeah.
it should be because it's literally supposed to be optimized for that console,
Mhm.
that hardware, not for just any old
Exactly.
PC, which is what the Steam
Yeah,
version would usually be.
man. Hmm.
But yeah, um, yeah, I don't really
We'll
have too much
see.
else to say on this, but hey,
Yeah, we'll see.
PlayStation, keep doing it. Um, eventually you will become Xbox, and yeah, I just
I
want the
feel
day
like
and date.
people will. I feel like people will always want to buy or support PlayStation. Like Sony's fans always show up by and large for their consoles.
I was
Like
gonna say
not for their other shit.
I was gonna
Not
say
for
for
the
the
other shit.
consoles, not for the games.
Not
Definitely
for the
not
other
for their
shit.
peripherals. uh,
But for the consoles, they show up.
I
Yeah.
will say, Xbox fans, they definitely show out for everything Xbox. Uh, the
They'll
few,
even show out for all of their negative shit.
yeah, like they buy all those damn controllers. People are like, man, why does Xbox put out so many controllers? Because y'all motherfuckers keep buying them. That's why. I remember Jez put out like a report on how much they make off of controllers alone, and that shit was insane. And then it just made sense why they put out so many damn controllers. Um, so yeah, but I'm excited about this. Like I said, if we get a launcher and that equals day and date games, that's all that matters to me. I want that day and date because I I don't see myself getting another PlayStation even after the 6 comes out anytime soon at least. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Would you be more
Um
interested in the next Xbox?
I it'll it'll be a while before I get another Xbox also. Cuz PC has just become,
Your primary, huh?
yeah, and it has it all.
PC and then Switch.
Yeah. Like I said, the Switch has something that I can't do on my PC. It has two things it can't do. It's portable and it has exclusive games. And that's what keeps me going to the
Yeah.
Switch. If PlayStation goes day and date, I will have zero reason to own a PlayStation because I hate the PlayStation controller to begin with. Like that's enough for me to not want to play on the PlayStation. Like even though the DualSense is definitely better, I still just do not
Too
care.
bulky, bro. It's too bulky.
Bulky. That's what I
Yeah, bro.
needed. Like the DualSense
Bro,
is
it's
better
bigger.
because
It's
it's
bigger than
bigger.
the Xbox is.
I mean, it's longer for sure,
Yeah.
but it's not bulky in the right places for me. Um, the DS4 was
The-
it was acceptable, but it was still bad. The DS3 worst controller ever made. Literally, the like I could not even play the PS3 as much as I wanted to because I just
oh
hated
yeah, no,
that
that
controller.
controller was dog shit, bro.
Um, so yeah, but the DualSense, it was playable, but it still was not enjoyable to use. The Switch Pro
Yeah.
controller and the Xbox controller destroy it in every aspect. So yeah, I still haven't bought a Switch Pro controller too. Switch 2 Pro controller. I don't really have a reason to because I got my 8-bit though. It's been holding me down. But yeah. Anything you want to add on the PlayStation cross-play or cross-buy situation before we move on?
I think I'm starting to come around to them a little bit. Like I'm starting to see them moving in. Like I'm liking how they move lately. I've been liking how they move. So hope they keep
I
I
like
hope
the
they keep
way
it up.
you move. I like the way you move.
It really does seem like they they took the Jim Ryan era and they took the Herman Holst era. Well, Herman Holst is still there, but in a demoted role. But he like they took that and they took it to heart and they're like, yeah, we definitely fucked up doing this and we're gonna try to do something else and we're gonna try to do something better. So uh with failure comes a process and it takes time, but hopefully they get it back, man. I mean, they're making cool moves with the China Hero stuff. They're doing cool stuff there. They're making, their projects have been good, at least at the very least, just like Xbox. Like the games at least are, the baseline is good. So hope they just keep building, man.
Hopefully they can have a cadence that is deemed acceptable.
I think, would you say a game a quarter is acceptable?
Yes, a game a
I
quarter.
think next year that's
From
what
now
they're
on,
gonna hit.
like I feel like a game a quarter is the bare minimum now because Xbox is getting to that point where that's what they're hitting. Nintendo has been hitting that forever.
Well, they're hitting a game a month.
Yeah, that's
And Xbox is hitting like 5 games in 2 quarters, so it's
yeah.
like 10 games altogether. But they're split up into two different quarters. But yeah, no, I think next year we'll get close to that because it'll be MLB the Show obviously every year.
I don't
Marvel
even count that
Tokon will
shit
be probably
anymore.
their summer game. Well, their spring game is gonna be MLB the Show and not Returnal. Fuck, what's that game called? Saros. That'll be their spring game. Their summer game will be Tokon. Their fall game will be Wolverine, and then their winter game we'll see. That's still up in the
Intergalactic
air, but nah, I think
Intergalactic
Intergalactic is
Planetary.
27.
Oh,
I think that's 27. But it could be something else. Or
Astrobot
maybe
2.
Wolverine is the winter game and something else is the fall game.
The fall game. Foam Stars 2.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
That China Hero Project game that we were talking about. Maybe it could be that. You never know. But I like the way they move, man. I'm liking it. They're course correcting, and everything's a process.
Yes, sir. We'll see. I'm when it comes to PlayStation, once they lose their way with the games, I have nothing else. So if they can bring back the games, I can root for PlayStation again.
Nice.
Honestly, Nintendo and Xbox have something outside of games that I can root for, but I've never felt that way with PlayStation. Like I've just never cared
What
for
outside of
them.
games can you root for Microsoft though?
Everything else that comes with it, the Game Pass, the Play Anywhere,
Oh, but that's all games though.
I mean,
That's all games
what I mean,
related.
like platform, like their platforms are ones that I want to be a part of.
I see. Okay.
But like the PlayStation platform from PS3 onwards has never been a platform that I've really cared for. Maybe the PSP. I love using the PSP a lot. But
Well, that's why they're coming to you on PC.
yes, sir. But once they lost their way with the games and I stopped caring about their games, they lost me in general. Like I went through a phase where Xbox lost me with the games, but the Xbox platform was doing a lot that I liked. So it kind of kept me there. Nintendo, I don't think I've ever had a point where I was like, yeah, I don't enjoy any of these games. So I can't really say what would happen if they lost their way with the games.
Bro, that's literally their identity is
Exactly.
making amazing games. like making Super Mario Odyssey sell as many copies as the fucking Series X and S. Like that's crazy.
But the Switch being portable, I'll find use out of it regardless because that'll be my portable machine for whatever. So if
Oh yeah.
for whatever reason all of their first party games just stop hitting, I'll be like, well, I guess I'll play Resident Evil Requiem on here or
Yeah, Monster
Ball and
Hunter
Pit,
Stories
Monster
3,
Hunter, yeah, all of these type of games will still
Into the
be
Hollower.
my portable in that aspect.
Bro, I was literally having this argument with someone who's a huge Xbox fan, like, and I was telling him like Nintendo doesn't need to beg for third parties
I don't
to
know.
support them.
I do not know
Like,
where people are getting this information because I keep seeing this shit that like
bro,
Nintendo is going out
same,
of their
dude.
way, like they're paying them to bring game. Bitch, Nintendo is sitting here and they're literally sitting on a throne, and then they have like the fucking courier or not courier, their little attendant come and like. Capcom is here to present their offerings for you today, sire. And then they come in, like, bring them in. And then they
Yeah.
come in. Capcom's like, we come with humble offerings for you, Nintendo. They're like, what do you have for me today? We're bringing Resident Evil Requiem, day and date, and we also have custom amiibo and custom controller for you, sire. That will suffice. Put it over in the
Yeah.
pile. I'm like, thank you. And then here comes fucking, let's see, here comes Bandai Namco, and they're like, yeah, we got this Digimon. Get that shit out of here. Get the fuck out of my face. Come back when y'all got Elden Ring, bitch ass. Yeah. And then you got the other ones when they walk into the room. They don't even get to come into the room. Like, we have who was complaining about not having dev kits? I can't even remember.
I don't even know if it was any named developer.
Yeah, we
It
haven't
was
actually.
just like it was literally just like, oh, we've heard talks of rumblings and blah blah blah. Like,
Yeah, them the motherfuckers like, yeah, we have so and so developer who. Yeah,
bro,
he send his ass back home. We don't even know who that is.
it's just funny, bro. Like they don't. I don't know, bro. Like I love Xbox, but it's like I feel like a lot of Xbox fans are just delusional, bro.
For
Like I
sure.
don't know how
I
else to
mean,
say it. Like, bro, like
there's
literally the last.
delusion in all fan
Well,
bases,
yeah, for
but
sure.
the arguments that you have to make to support Xbox is that everything wrong with Xbox is something that will be industry standard. And in some respect, that is true. Like, oh, people made fun of Xbox moving to to PC and going the PC route, day and date and all that. And it was always like, oh yeah, but this is something that's gonna be industry standard. This is gonna happen. Like everyone's gonna go PC. PC is the way, and we're seeing it happen. But then there are things as like when the multi-platform thing happened, it's like they have to make everything that is bad into a good thing. And if anyone who doesn't go the same route that Xbox is going, they have to find every excuse under the book as to why they're doing it wrong. And that like, oh, now Nintendo is the evil overlord because they don't want to put their games on PC or other consoles and all this other shit. And it's like, but it goes both ways because PlayStation fans will find every way under the sun to justify PlayStation putting games on PC. Now, after years of Xbox people basically saying that it's gonna happen to them, and it's been slowly happening to them, and it's like, oh, first it was like, oh, Until Dawn isn't actually a real PlayStation game, or Detroit Become Human isn't a real PlayStation game. like, oh, Horizon, that's a new IP. It's not even like a big franchise. And it was God of War, and it was Spider-Man, or like
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man's not even a that's Marvel IP, you know. And then God of War happened, and it was like, oh, can't really make an excuse after that. And then the same thing with games going to Xbox. Oh, Death Stranding, that's not a real, like, you know, that's because 505 published it. Oh, MLB forced them to put MLB The Show on Xbox. That doesn't count. And then Helldivers comes out, is like, oh, that's live service. You know, that also doesn't count. And then once we get something like Horizon, and then it's like they won't have an excuse. So like the delusion is on all sides. Nintendo fans definitely have their own delusions. The like, as much as I love Pokemon Legends ZA, there are definitely Pokemon fans who will literally tell you that there is nothing wrong with Pokemon and the recent Pokemon releases. Like, I will always try to be like, I will always list out like, yeah, I can tell you that this shit looks bad. It runs like, if we're talking about Scarlet and Violet on the Switch One, I can tell you so many bad things about that game.
Yeah.
But there are qualities that keep people coming back, and sometimes all of that bad shit is not enough to detract from how good the gameplay loop of that game is.
Mm.
But yeah, that's how I feel.
It's just funny. Like, I remember the argument that I was having, like, it was like one of my last ones that I was having before I left the XB2 server. It was like some guy saying like, oh, someone can sue, or like Microsoft can look into suing Nintendo for not giving them dev kits, or for like, and I was literally telling them like, bro, they made Tony Hawk. Like, it's like, that's all I was trying to point out is like, and they've announced Indiana Jones on it, so it's like they obviously have dev kits, you know. Like,
they were at the first direct with Tony Hawk.
That's literally all I was like trying to point out, and it's just like they don't want to see even like the evidence as is, you know.
I don't even think that's just Xbox. That's like, that's that NDS, bro, that Nintendo what do they call it?
Syndrome?
Yeah, derangement syndrome. Like, no matter how many I was literally
You might be right. You might be right,
bro.
yeah.
I was literally arguing with somebody in one of my friends' group chat. Like, he added me into his group chat, and like, I just randomly kind of popped by, and I saw like some dude talking about Nintendo raising the prices of games to $100. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's a $180 game, and like, and even then you can get like, most people, like, we literally got proof that most people got that shit for $50.
For $50.
Yeah, for $50. And no matter what I said, he always had some excuse as to why Nintendo is the most evil company of all time, and that they hate everybody. So I'm like, yeah, it's like, you can't argue with these people. There are people who just will never come to terms with Nintendo. Just like Chuck. Like, I will argue with Chuck every single Saturday about the same shit. So it is what it is, bro. But yeah, I feel like with PlayStation and Xbox, they're so similar to each other that most people respect, like, most PlayStation fans can kind of respect Xbox to a certain point. Most Xbox fans can kind of respect PlayStation to a certain point. But Nintendo is just such an outlier compared to both of them that, like, they just can never see eye to eye. So yeah, I don't know what happened to the music. My FL Studio is kind of tripping.
Oh no.
But it's okay. All right, let's move on. Got a few more topics, and one that I kind of forgot to add, actually. So let me just go into that. Since we're already talking about Nintendo, let's talk about the Q4? Yeah, Q4 reports that Nintendo had. And I usually don't like to get into like financials and all of that, but since this is the first financials for the Switch 2, and we got a lot of non-financial data in here as well, I just want to talk about it. So, first and foremost, Switch 2 has sold 10.36 million units in the first 3.5, 4 months.
That's crazy.
Unlike, IGN put it like, oh, Switch 2 sold 10 million in 6 months, and everybody was like, you dumbass, do you not know? Like, first off, it hasn't even been 6 months since the fucking console came out, and this is up until September 30th. That's when the report cuts off. So this is not even including the Pokemon.
Legends.
Yeah, it's not even including the Pokemon burst.
Ooh, yo, bro, that shit might hit 20 mil by the end of the year.
Yeah, so Nintendo raised their projections from 15 million units to 19 million. And that's going to be up until Q3 or Q1 26
next year, huh? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is March. That's when
Sure.
Or no, this is Q3.
Financial year ends.
Yeah, this is Q3 then. Cuz Q4 is January. So I'm getting that mixed up. So yeah, Q4 ends in January, and then we'll get the reports of that. But yeah, so there was a lot of other information, but obviously Nintendo Switch 2 is still the fastest selling console of all time. But unsurprisingly, Mario Kart World, 9.57 million copies sold. So there's less than 100,000 people who did not buy Mario Kart World or get the bundle with Mario Kart World. So yeah, man. And Sonic Racing Crossroads will never even come close to that number. Just saying. But Donkey Kong Bonanza, 3.5 million. And that is with 10 million, and that is a Switch 2 exclusive. So that is 3.5 out of 10 million, which will be 35% attach rate right off the bat. So that is good. It's definitely not Breath of the Wild numbers, but for this to be a Donkey Kong game, not an actual Mario game, and still sell like this, I don't think it's ever going to reach the heights of Super Mario Odyssey, just being a Donkey Kong game. But I think
he'll hit like 10, maybe.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When it's all said and done,
I think it's gonna hit like 15 to 20. But it's not gonna hit that 30 million like Mario Odyssey or even like Super Mario Wonder. But yeah. Hopefully they keep up with the DLC and updates though, and maybe that'll keep people coming back to it and buying more copies.
Yeah, for sure.
So other than the sales of those, we have the release calendar that they released. So let's look at what we got to look forward to. They have Pokemon Legends ZA and Hyrule Warriors on here, which both of these release, or I guess Hyrule Warriors are releasing tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. And then Kirby Air Riders in a couple
Kirby Air Riders, November 20th.
That's Metro gonna be my Prime new stream 4 game, bro.
In December 4th. Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 edition, which was recently announced, and very substantial free update, plus a $5 Switch 2 edition that adds higher resolution, game chat support, and some other stuff that I can't remember off the top of my head. But surprisingly, the game is still 30 FPS, which kind of confused me. And I know it's like, does Animal Crossing really need 60 FPS? No, not at all. But if the game can run 60 FPS, I think it should run 60 FPS. That's how I feel. But it's not the biggest thing in the world. the game is definitely sharper because of the resolution upgrade and everything. So yeah, but that's gonna be big because people have been complaining about the lack of support for Animal Crossing for a long time. And this is definitely going to be a good way of tiding people over until the next Animal Crossing. So that's January 15th. Mario Tennis Fever, February 12th. Spring 2026 is Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Also, spring 2026, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. And then just 2026 with no release date, Pokemon Pokopia, which I didn't realize until now that is a Switch 2 exclusive game.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was going to be Switch and Switch 2, but that is only on Switch 2. And then Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave 2026. And
that's Switch 2 exclusive as well, right?
Yes. And then Splatoon Raiders is still TBD, which is very confusing.
Imagine they shadow drop that.
It's like, oh, y'all finished
Christmas?
Metro Prime 4? Oh, at the TGA? No, wait, the TGA. Wait, when is TGA?
I think that's that same week that's coming out, no?
Yeah, Metro Prime 4. They can't drop Splatoon Raiders until like at least
TGA is December 11th, 2025 this year.
But yeah. If somehow Splatoon Raiders still comes out this year, that would be very weird. I don't think they should do that. But I love it if they did.
Oh, the Game Awards are on a Thursday, bro.
All right, so then we have the Nintendo Switch 1 games, which we already got Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Pokemon Legends EA, Metro Prime 4, but then we also have Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream in spring 2026, Rhythm Heaven Groove 2026, and Pokemon Champions. Now, we say this as far as the Switch 1 games. We have 3 like non-Switch, like no Switch 2 version Switch 1 games coming out. But Nintendo actually said that, hey, we are moving from here on. We are moving away from the Switch 1 entirely. Like we will not be really developing for the Switch 1 from here on. And I said Xbox and PlayStation could never. Because look how long it took them from the end of 2020 to like the end of 2022 to finally stop releasing games on Xbox One and PS4. Their first party games. So it's like, it hasn't even been a full year, and they're like, yeah, no, we done with that shit. That Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven, we had that in the tuck already. Pokemon Champions, we had that in the tuck. You know, we were sitting on that for some years or months or whatever, and now it's coming out. But after that, y'all Switch 1 players, time to upgrade. You feel me? You gotta get down and lay down. That's all it is. But yeah, this is the way the console generation should be. This is the way it should go. And I have a very I'm pretty sure that when we get to the PS6 and Xbox Magnus or whatever they call it, they're gonna do the same bullshit. If I feel like it's actually gonna be longer this time. They're gonna keep releasing games on the Series X and on the PS5, cross-gen, and it's gonna be some bullshit. But Nintendo, they understand the console space more than anybody else because they invented the space. They have created all the rules of the space, and it's worked for them ever since. worked against them for a little bit when PlayStation came out, but they understand the rules of console, and they understand that, hey, if you cut people off of that last product, stop releasing new things on there, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna upgrade to the next one. Isn't that crazy? You keep on feeding them over there, they don't have a reason to come over to the new shit, which should be basic to like literally anybody, but I guess it's not. But Daniel Ahmad, Zuge, I actually don't know how to say it. His little at Zuge X. He's an analyst who usually has a lot of data when it comes to things like this. But he said that Nintendo Switch 2 shipped 10.36 billion units as of September 30, 2025. Mario Kart World was bundled with 8.1 million units, accounting for 78.2% of the total units. However, an additional 1.47 million Mario Kart World units were sold outside the bundle, which indicates around 65% of the 2.26 standalone Switch 2 buyers purchased it. So yeah, 1.5 million still bought the game for the $80.
Nice.
Including Lord Metroid. Let's see. As for the Switch 1, it is 10,000 units away from surpassing Nintendo DS and becoming the highest selling Nintendo platform of all time. It is at 154.01 million, and the DS was at 154.1 or 154.02. So yeah. Which means like if we've seen, I mean, they've already surpassed it basically, because in Japan since September 30th, they've already sold over 10,000 units.
Oh yeah,
So,
no, they
and then
probably sold that in
Pokemon,
all the regions.
yeah, and then like Pokemon came out, so like, yeah, they've surpassed that already. So, congrats! The Nintendo Switch 1 is the highest selling Nintendo platform of all time, and it's still inching towards the PS2. Although I don't see how they're gonna surpass it now that they're not really creating anything new for it.
Yeah, I don't think that's a target for them anymore.
Would have been nice. I mean, it would have been easy if PlayStation didn't find an extra 5 million in the warehouse somehow, but you know, we know how it is. I mean, there actually is a very easy way that they can sell a quick 5 million, and that's called a price drop, Nintendo. You ever thought about, you know, doing a price drop for your console? Honestly, 154 million with no price drop is actually pretty crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, because PS2 got hella price drops.
Hella price drop.
At one point, it was like $99, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Like the GameCube was 50 and the PS2 was like 99. I remember those days. Man. So it's actually insane. Oh my god. Okay. I tried to open FL Studio back up. It is just not fucking with me today. It is destroying itself. So yeah. Bro. What else
Nintendo,
was there?
Man, they're killing it. They distinguish the people that actually play on it versus people that just have accounts, which is nice.
Yes. Which, let me see if I have that info. I think I'm missing that one. Yeah. I'm missing that one.
I can see. Let me post it for you.
But while you're looking for that,
I already posted it.
oh, okay. Yeah.
It's in podcast
But
notes.
yeah, but Shintaro Furukawa also said that the Switch 2 start has exceeded expectations.
Oh
Quote,
yeah,
the
dude.
start of Switch 2 has far exceeded our initial expectations. I want each and every customer to have the opportunity to purchase one, and we aim to exceed our current sales plan. There are regional differences, but overseas consoles are now available in stores. In Japan, the situation is improving, though it's still not at a point where customers can buy one anytime. Production is not the bottleneck. Switch 2 has had an exceptionally strong start, even compared with past gaming consoles. And to think, we came off of all the talks of how, you know, like the Switch was gonna fail, it was gonna be Wii U all over again, and all of that, and now look at us.
I know, dude. I know, bro. And the craziest thing was I was there for the Wii U. I was there, bro. I was there for not New Super Mario Bros. U. For Super Mario 3D World. That
Yes,
was
sir,
amazing.
bro.
I was
And
there
then
for Smash
just
Bros. That was amazing. I was there for Wind Waker. That was amazing.
was it? No, wait, Twilight Princess wasn't, but I'll give you Wind Waker, just not Twilight Princess.
I haven't played Twilight Princess yet, so I can't really judge it.
But yeah, man. And then just since we're already talking about Nintendo, bro, that Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Store app, peak. The fact that
Dude,
I
it's
can
so good.
see all of my playtime for games going all the way to the 3DS. I was looking at my Fire Emblem Awakening stats, over 100 hours. My fucking Smash 4 Wii U stats, 2350, like 2350 hours in Smash 4 Wii U. Because me and Deadshot Teach used to know life that game, bro. Every day we would go online, co-op, and just destroy everybody. Like, ah man, good times. Eight player Smash, like the Wii, I don't care. Smash 4, that shit was peak. Uh Ultimate was better, but I did not put as much time into Ultimate just because of getting older and not having friends over as much. But that Smash Wii U time, that was the peak for me, bro.
Yeah, dude. I like the Wii U a lot. It was a good console. I remember using YouTube on it all the time too, just because I could have it on the tablet.
Yeah, that was always cool.
Yeah, man.
All right, so let me pull up that article that you just sent. So yeah, 400 million Nintendo accounts have been created, 128 million annual playing users. 84% of Switch 2 players transitioned from the Switch 1. And this is unrelated to gaming, but they are building a framework for a consistent release cadence for their movies. And they tease that they have 2 unannounced movies in production as well, coming after Legend of Zelda. What do you think? What do you think's on the menu?
Uh, my heart wants it to be like Metroid and like, fuck, I don't even know.
Bro, Metroid and Star Fox are like just
Metroid and Star
prime.
Fox or
They're just prime for that.
Metroid and Pikmin, Metroid and Animal Crossing.
See, one of them is the rumored Donkey Kong movie for sure.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, because there's that Seth Rogen Donkey Kong one that got leaked. So
That could be one. I could see that.
they had a trademark and everything, so I think that one's definitely happening.
Luigi's Mansion movie.
Yeah, but if we're going outside of the Mario universe, I need that Star Fox, bro. I need Star Fox to do something, and hopefully that comes with a game that can coincide. But Star
Hmm.
Fox is just prime for that shit, bro. Like Metroid is, in a sense, like you could do a lot of cool shit with Metroid, but like Star Fox, it already has the voice acting. It already has the the memorable characters, and they all have distinct personalities and everything. Like it's already primed for a good ass movie or even a TV series. We need Star Fox in the forefront.
That'd be cool, man.
What else we got on here? 950 million downloads on their mobile apps, so almost a billion, including their games, of course. So yeah, not
Kirby,
not too much
Kirby
shows.
movie.
I would love that also.
That'd be
I mean, Kirby
cool.
already had a full anime also, so it's already a known quantity in that sense. But yeah, everything to come out of this fiscal year report has been impressive, as you would
Very impressive.
expect. Like I don't think anyone, or actually, there are definitely people who expected for it to fail somehow, but I don't think anyone with common sense expected anything less from this. But yeah, shout out
Hey,
to
but the fact that there is still 16% of the new players
yeah.
outside, like that's looks like they're still expanding the
I mean,
market.
16%. That's over a billion, or like right there.
Yeah, man.
Um, and that's probably like PC players just like, okay, this one looks capable enough where I'll give it a chance this time. Like that 720p 30 FPS was not it. I'm like, oh, they got HDR now. They got 1080p screen, 120 hertz. Okay, now I can get with this. Feel like that's where it came from.
Yeah, maybe, or it could even come from just uh the people from that are coming from PlayStation or Xbox too.
Yeah,
Could come from them. But hey, 16%, that's bigger than what I'd imagined, honestly.
but I think we've covered about everything. So was there anything else you wanted to add to that?
Other than Nintendo, keep feeding the streets, man.
Keep making smiles. That was like their like the plan with the Switch
That's
2
their
is to create.
tagline,
Yeah, we're creating some more smiles or something like that.
bro. I literally think
The
like
the
they
most
have like a
evil the
mantra
most
or
evil
something.
company in the world is trying to create more smiles, guys. Remember
That's crazy, man.
that.
Creating smiles for generations. That's literally their like mission statement.
Maybe if y'all wasn't so grumpy, y'all would understand. Stop worrying about all the other bullshit.
That's amazing.
All right, let's move on to a smaller topic before we get into a little bigger one.
Sure.
So we got Avowed this year, which was set in the Pillars of Eternity universe. And a lot of people really did not get into the Pillars of Eternity in general. But Obsidian continues to surprise because out of nowhere, they have decided to to update the original Pillars of Eternity. And not just any old, just like, oh, adding like quality of life or something like that. No, no, no. They have created a completely new battle system for Pillars of Eternity, and that is turn-based. Now, if you've played the original Pillars of Eternity, it has this kind of RTS like active system. It's actually pretty bad. I hated it. Like that's the reason I could never really get into that game.
Yeah.
I I definitely prefer like Baldur's Gate 3's turn-based style. And it seems like they were like, yeah, we prefer that also, so we're gonna give it to you. They are adding turn-based to the original Pillars of Eternity, which is going to completely change this game. And this is going to be open for testing. It's going to be a public beta on Xbox Insiders and on Steam for people who own the game or through Game Pass. Starting today, which I already signed up for it, and I'm gonna be testing it out because that is literally the battle system was the only thing keeping me from this game. So I'm excited to give that a try. But is this something that would interest you? Have you even played the original at all?
Wait, what game are we talking about again?
Pillars of Eternity.
Pillars of Eternity. For a second, I thought we were talking about Avowed.
Well, yeah, it's the same universe. That's why I brought it.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, see, like I've played Baldur's Gate 3. I just couldn't. I just feel like it's just too complex of a game for me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's too many systems going on. There's like I remember my last play session for that game was like me venturing off somewhere, like coming upon like a broken down like ruins, and then like falling into like something and then getting stuck in a battle, and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah,
But
Baldur's Gate is as close to playing D&D with the unlimited kind of freedom for anything to happen, but in a video game.
yeah,
Like that's the closest you'll get.
for sure. Yeah, it did seem like on almost anything could happen. Like even in the beginning, it's like you could get a companion or you can completely skip the companion or whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
I think they're like trapped or something like that.
Yeah,
But
you can literally leave without ever saving any of the people in there and having them join your party.
yeah, it's crazy. The choice and consequence is really cool, but man, I wish it was just action. I wish it was just action. But turn based is cool. I'll see how it is. If they implement it really well and if it actually is like game changing and something that is easy for me to get into, I'll see.
Sir, yes, sir. Shout out to Obsidian. They're always doing something that I can get behind. All right. Still on Xbox, but a different franchise. Let's talk about Halo again. I probably should have added this to the previous Halo topic, but this is the last topic because Sandy Peterson, who worked at Ensemble Studios back in the day, you remember Ensemble? They were an Xbox studio that was shut down, but they just spilled the beans on something that just kind of pissed off the internet for a little while. In 2008, Ensemble Studios started planning a gigantic MMO set in the Halo universe. We codenamed it Titan. It was to take place tens of thousands of years ago, before the Halos were set off and destroyed all sentient life in the galaxy. I was in charge of the universe building, planet histories, alien species, etc. You could play either as Forerunners or their enemies, the Covenant. The Flood, of course, was in the game but not playable. We had quest lines all worked out, homeworlds for all the species, etc., etc. The lowest estimate we and Microsoft had for the game's total income was $1.1 billion. It was all brought to naught when Don Matrick realized that his stock bonus was based on the income Microsoft had for games from games in 3 years. You see, we estimated 3.5 years to finish Titan if we did it right. And that's beyond Matrick's drop dead date. So by firing all of Ensemble, he didn't have to pay for our expensive studio for 3 years, and he didn't care about Titan. All he lost was a game studio who never sold less than 3 million copies of everything we made. I don't believe he did justice to Microsoft stockholders, but hey, Don started as an EA hatchet man, so what would you expect? So we almost had a Halo MMO from Ensemble Studios set during the age of the Forerunner, before Halos, and Don Matrick killed it to protect his bonus.
Oh man.
If you needed even more reasons to hate Don Matrick, here you go. And this adds to the fuel that the worst thing to happen to Halo is Microsoft. Because
Yes, sir.
bro, what could have been? How you feeling about this news?
Man. This sounds really cool actually. This sounds really sick.
This is
If
literally the type of projects that I want to see from
this is
Halo
a dream
Studios
project.
today.
Yeah.
Except it's not going to be 1 billion for a project like this anymore. It's going to be way more than that.
Yeah. This would have been sick.
This is actually my least favorite type of news of like, hey, this is something that you could have had. It almost existed, but now you'll never get this and you'll never experience it, and you'll have to live with knowing that you could have had it, but it's not happening. This is like the Spider-Man, the Great Web online co-op game.
Yeah.
Like I wish I didn't know this existed, because it's only pain. That's all I get out of this news.
I think the thing that stings the most is when he says all he lost was a game studio who never sold less than 3 million copies of everything we made.
Which
That stings.
3 million copies back then is like way more substantial than 3 million copies today. Like most games were not even hitting 1 million. Nowadays, like almost any game can hit 1 million. Like some games we like, oh, you only hit 1 million. Like that, which is crazy, because in 2008, if you hit 1 million, you're on it. Like no matter who you are, that is a success. So the fact that every single game they made was over 3 million copies sold is mind blowing. And he just cut the studio to save his bonus, which is why stockholders and CEO, billionaire CEOs, all of these fucking big ass companies, they are the bane of gaming. Like they only make things worse. They've never made things better. Never, not once. When have you ever heard like people saying, "Man, we have to make the game better for the stockholders"? Never. It's always, yeah, we have to lay off people for the stockholders. We had to shut down studios for the stockholders. We had to speed up the game and rush it out for the stockholders. Not once have you heard, yeah, we just wanted to make the game better because the stockholders would have wanted that. Never. It never happens, bro.
Yeah.
Get Wall Street out of gaming, and then you will see gaming excel like never before.
Bro, I literally think the only team that did or if one of the teams in my recent memory was literally like CDPR like stockholders. Like they're literally like what the fuck happened with Cyberpunk? Like,
well, yeah, once they see the actual real life consequences of doing it the way the stockholders want it, which is rushing out the game, is like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that next time.
Yeah.
But that's because CDPR like only works on one game at a time. So, or like at least they release games very like slowly.
Yeah,
compared
sparsely.
to like it's like, oh well, this one bombed from Xbox, but oh, at least Forza Horizon 5 is doing good. So who
Yeah.
cares if that one bombed? Like we'll just keep on rushing more out. But yeah,
Mhm.
fuck the shareholders, fuck Microsoft, fuck Don Matrick, fuck everybody involved in this decision. All of y'all
Fuck
motherfuckers
everybody.
count your days.
I saw my body.
Exactly.
my blick first, and God got me.
But yeah. Ah man. I I hate when I find shit out like this. Like just
Oh yeah.
you could have kept this a secret for the rest of your life. You should have just lived with this secret and never told anybody. Cuz I hate what ifs. Unless
This
these
person must have this person must have woke up and be like, "Fuck Microsoft." I'm airing out my dirty laundry. Hey man, I actually, even though it sucks hearing this, I encourage it because that just proves that Microsoft is shit.
Yes, sir. Now, if Phil Spencer was at the helm in 2008, do you think this would have happened? I doubt it.
If Phil Spencer was in charge of Titan,
Yeah. I mean, technically he was because he was head of
yeah,
Xbox
he was
Games
there.
Microsoft Studios, but he couldn't make the
Well,
big
then yeah, he
decisions.
has blame, bro.
Well,
He
no.
obviously has some blame.
I mean, if Don Matrick says we're canceling the game, I don't think Phil Spencer can really do much else. Like, he can't really, he can argue for it and then, like, say, like, nah, we need this to happen. And then, like, we need Ensemble Studios. And then Don Matrick is like, but my bonus. And then that's the end of the story right there.
My
Bro,
bonus.
greed is so crazy to me. These motherfuckers are millionaires
Oh yeah,
and they will
billionaires,
literally
billionaires,
destroy people's lives for a bonus. It makes no fucking sense, bro. I mean, it
billionaires,
makes
bro.
all the sense actually. I shouldn't say it doesn't make sense. It literally makes all of the sense because money. It always comes, every good and or bad decision ever made comes down to money most of the time. And that's factual shit. But that's all I had to say on this. Anything you want to add before we wrap it up?
Shout out to the Don. I say on this show that I got kicked out of Xbox era for that? Did I ever say that
Yeah,
here?
you did. You said it
Bruh,
last week.
they're so soft, bro. They're so soft for that, bro. Just buy a 360, and then Jeff Keighley's right there. Oh, so they should just stick with the 360. That shit was hella funny, bro.
But yeah, I feel like Jeff Keighley, he hates Xbox, but I feel like Xbox gave him more than enough reasons to hate Xbox. I'm pretty sure he knows way more. Like, I'm pretty sure he knew about this because he is in the know when it comes to these type of moves. And he
Oh
probably was
yeah,
just hearing the bullshit that Xbox was doing, and his hate for Xbox just kept growing. And he's just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna hold it back anymore. Fuck them. So yeah, I feel you, Jeff Keighley. I feel you. I can understand your pain. But with that, let's go ahead and get out of here.
deserve.
That is it. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you all for tuning in, and to all the people leaving comments in the chat. We do appreciate your support. Make sure you guys hit that like because we love you guys and it helps us grow this channel. If you're not subscribed and you enjoyed the show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated for when Dual-Wield premieres. And also make sure you guys check out the official Discord, join the conversations, get the news when everyone else gets the news, because we always post and talk about uh the news even before the podcast in there. But yeah,
Sir.
I like how I'm watching my Battlefield footage and it's like every 5 seconds, like it's like, oh, we just revived, and then like as soon as we land, I just see random Cindy's dead, which is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, how? But yeah, appreciate you for pulling up, Subeg.
Yes, sir.
Always a good time. Where can we find you? What you got going on?
Yes, so I am streaming a little more regularly, twitch.tv/Subagels. So check me out there. I've been itching to actually create some videos again. So I might pop back up on YouTube. Um, we'll see how that goes. But I've been itching to do it for sure. Just because I have like that creative juice again, so I kind of should capture it while I have it. So,
Yes, sir.
might
Yes,
be doing
sir.
that. Might be doing that. I should invest in myself more, bro. I should invest in myself more. Because it's like I feel like I'm always trying to be at the very least informative. Um, like try to push out you know my truths for sure, but some things that I believe are true. Um, and like I stand by like my reporting and all that. So like, and I trust my words. I trust my own words that I say. So I think that's important in this space. But yeah, check me out there on YouTube. I'm also
Which is in the description.
youtube.com/Subagel. Yes, sir. In the descripts. Uh, Twitter, Subeg Dollywall. Instagram, Subeg Dollywall. Yeah. And then yeah, for sure. Join the Discord, everybody. Please join up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As for myself, Don Otaku, you can find me on Twitter at PastaFeet, F3ET. You can find me on twitch.tv/Otaku, the Don. And you can find me right here on YouTube, where not only are we doing Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast every Thursday, Project Entitled Gaming Podcast every Saturday live. And of course, lordsofgaming.net got um some reviews in the works. Dispatch 5 and 6 will be coming out once I play it, and then I'm gonna finish up Pokemon Legends soon, have a review for that. And
Yes, sir.
Ball X Pit will be having a review for that as well. Uh as well as some other November game I think I might end up having a review for. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that though, like we said, check us out in the Discord. That's in the description. All of this is in the description. And that is it for me.
Yes, sir.
Any final words for the peeps to get them through the week?
Any last words, huh? Hit the gym, y'all. Hit the gym. Get your health as well before you guys sit down and have a cool little 4, 5, 6 hour game sesh, man. Get your steps in before that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm about to be moving apartments soon, and I'm so happy that they actually have a gym in the
That's good.
that's
Hell yeah,
going to
dude.
help me a lot.
Fuck yeah, bro. Even just going on a treadmill and walking for like 30 minutes is good.
Yeah.
Like
Also,
it's
the
all good.
apartment is actually spacious enough that I can kind of walk my dog around more often.
Yeah.
So that'll be. I can't wait to move out of this place.
Same
Also,
city?
also, yeah, same city, um, but a different area where I don't have to worry about druggies outside of the fucking apartments as soon as I walk out. So yeah, also it's gated, so that's also good. But that's all uh I got. With that,
Yes, sir.
let's go ahead and get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your week, your weekend, month, year, life, all that. Bye bye.
Peace.